news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company.
Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
LaFleur Taco Grill at 910 Dundee Avenue at the corner of Slade and Elgin is under new management. Enjoy a huge selection of salads, quesadillas, tacos, burritos, and more. LaFleur Taco Grill also has American cuisine favorites and breakfast. Bring the kids. There's a kids menu that they'll love. Are you planning a party this summer? LaFleur also has catering with all types of both Mexican and American foods. Call 847-214-1306 or LaFleur Taco Grill on Facebook. All right. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley. Talk of the Town. We hope you are enjoying your morning so far. We're going to be taking you out to lunch. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today. A little bit chillier outside today as well. I have to say, a little bit chillier here in the studio today. Hey, but that's okay. It's a nice, beautiful sunny day outside today, and it's Thursday. We're getting closer to the weekend. That is something to look forward to. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live on YouTube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel and give the video a like, you can keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN and, of course, what's also going on in the Fox River Valley. Don't forget, we also do have our app that's pretty easy to download. You'll be able to find it on our website, WRMN1410.com. If you go under, you'll be able to find it under the, it's really on the first page when you bring up the website. You can click to listen live. There's available, of course, also to watch on YouTube, and, of course, also here, too. You'll be able to download it through the App Store for Apple users and also through Google Play for Samsung users as well, too. So if you want to check out that information, of course, that's posted on our website, WRMN1410.com. Let's take a look at the temperatures here currently right now. We are at 52 degrees, so a chilly weather day today. Fall feels. The fall vibes are here, and we're seeing a high of 65 degrees today, so definitely fall weather. We are seeing a prediction of pretty much mostly sunny throughout the morning and afternoon. Early afternoon, partly cloudy as we get to the middle part of the afternoon. Then we get into the evening, and we are going to be seeing a prediction of mostly cloudy skies with into tonight very early in the morning at like Friday 1 a.m. in the morning, a chance of rain. We're seeing a low of 48 degrees for Thursday night. Friday rolls around here, rain in the early morning, continuing on showers around 7, 8 o'clock or so. And then it does start to clear up. We'll get a little bit more, still cloudy skies, but it is then supposed to clear up with mostly sunny skies by the time we get around 4 o'clock or so. So it's going to clear up. It's going to dry up a bit. We do see for Friday a high of 64 degrees, dropping down to a low of 37 degrees as we get into Friday night. Saturday rolls around here. We're going to be seeing sunny skies on Saturday, a high of 58 degrees, dropping down to a low of 34. So it's dropping down to a low of 34 degrees. Again, a high of 58 degrees. That's going to be coming up for Saturday. It's supposed to be nice and sunny outside pretty much throughout the whole day. And then we get into Saturday night. Saturday night is going to be clear. We're going to be seeing here a low of 34 degrees. I'm just going to double check and let me see if the app's working here. I like to double check if the app is working. I'm just going to see, there you go. See, the app is working. And now let me show you here too. If you're watching on YouTube, you haven't downloaded the app. This is what it looks like. This is what the app looks like. Literally the touch of a button, and you can listen to us anywhere. And it always comes in nice and clear as well too. So if you want to check that out, you'll be able to find it on our website. Again, that is WRMN1410.com. That's WRMN app. So don't forget about that either. Continuing on here with the weather, we do see for Monday a high of 66 degrees, dropping down to a low of 58 degrees. It is predicted to be mostly cloudy outside throughout the day. That's going to be coming up for next week on Monday. Then we do shoot up to a high of 79 degrees coming up on Tuesday. We do see it as cloudy skies. So it's predicted to be cloudy out here for Tuesday, and it's going to be high of 79, low of 64. So high of 79, low of 64. That's going to be coming up for Tuesday. Wednesday rolls around here. We see a high of 79 degrees with a low of 58 degrees. That's going to be coming up here for Wednesday night. With the low of 58. Predicted to be mostly cloudy, even a chance of showers into Wednesday night as well. So we're going to be seeing for next week the temperatures rising a little bit, and it is going to be a little bit more cloudy outside. And then for next Thursday, we are going to be seeing a chance of scattered showers. We're going to be seeing a high of 63 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. That's going to be coming up for Thursday. Predicted to be showers in the very early morning, continuing on into the later part of the morning, and then by the afternoon, kind of starting to clear up a little bit more there too. So that is the predicted temperature and weather for the rest of this week and also into next week as well. Those are the predictions that we've got there right now. All right, let's take a look here. We've got some fun, inspirational stories or fun, amazing stories. Always like to bring this up here, sunnyskies.com. Why acorn woodpeckers are the ultimate bird hoarders. Oh my goodness. Acorn woodpeckers are a truly fascinating creature with a unique talent. They're the ultimate hoarders of the bird world. They're like those the birds in Finding Nemo. Mine. They're like, no, this is mine, and you can't have it. So let's read a little bit about this. These industrious birds love to collect acorns and tattoo them into thousands of tiny holes they drill in dead trees, known as granaries. So they're not canaries, they're granaries. These trees serve as a massive storage unit for their winter food supply. Okay. Over generations, acorn woodpeckers reuse the same trees, which it can hold up to an incredible 50,000 acorns. Oh my goodness, wow, that's amazing. This clever food storage system has captured the attention of scientists for decades. Walt Koenig, a senior scientist at the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, has been studying acorn woodpeckers since 1972. Now, Koenig says here, quote, "They're one of the most interesting birds in North America. In fact, I can't think of any others that would even come close," end quote. Wow, pretty cool. And then these birds have also built a culture around their trees, passing them down through generations, like prized family heirlooms. So we've got a bird family tree here. How cool is that? Where they pass down those family heirlooms. Yeah, they say, see these acorns here? Yes, they've been passed down from your grandpa and your great-grandma and all of that. Each acorn is meticulously placed in a hole, forming an elaborate pattern of dots across the tree trunks. It's a sight to behold, one that reminds us how wonderfully intricate nature can be. Well, if you have a slight form of trypophobia, maybe you're like, I don't want to look at it. But anywho, with that being said, though, if you ever see a tree filled with rows of acorns packed carefully, know that you are witnessing the handiwork of one of North America's most remarkable birds. How interesting is that? Yes, they're like survival of the fittest. This is mine. I want to make sure that I am all set and ready to go for the winter season. So pretty cool. I didn't know about them. That's pretty interesting that they do that. And, you learn something new every day. That's brought to you by sunnyskies.com under fun/amazing news. And it's like, hey, that's pretty nice. Pretty cool. Little things like that in nature that sometimes we surpass or don't think too much about is a way to be like, hey, wow, that is pretty awesome. The time is 10:15. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit. America's Best Restaurants travels the country and features restaurants that you should visit each week. Recently, the cast and crew made their way to Renata's German Restaurant in Hanover Park. Renata serves old family recipes and delicious German-influenced food. Renata's also specializes in a wide variety of traditional German baked goods, too. So, if you've yet to visit Renata's, try America's Best Restaurant's choice. Drop in soon for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Visit renatasgermanrestaurant.com.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
Take your family out or meet up with a friend for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Elgin IHOP, located at 101 Randall Road by the theater. They're open for dining 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop in at 3 p.m. for happy hour with discounted meal deals for early birds starting at just $6. You can choose from breakfast choices like the pancake sundaes or juicy burgers or maybe a classic burrito bowl. Check out the menu at ihop.com today.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 800-699-9043.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN. Yeah, there's that music there. Usually kind of the same music that I play here, kind of as a way to get you to know, hey, it's time to go out to lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Always nice when that music kicks in after the break, and then it just kind of nicely fades out, gets into the show. I always love it when it's like that. It's just like, It's nice. It's very satisfying. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their Thursday. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, or you might also be watching live here, us live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, of course, if you'd like to give us a like, feel free to do that. Hit that like button, subscribe, as I say. Keeping you up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and with WRMN. Let's continue on here, talk a little bit more about some other things here when it comes to news. Now, I'm going to bring this up here as well on the screen so you can see it. I've been using KaneCountyConnects.com. I've been using their website lately here when it comes to talking a little bit about the news segments of things. And there's always something going on, of course. So taking a look here, this was posted at 12 p.m. yesterday by the Kane County Connect staff. Sarah Hinshaw and Kane County Sustainability Manager as well, too. So Kane County is continuing to expand electrical vehicle infrastructure with the newest charger installation. Now, we've been seeing this here, of course, also in the free parking lot over that way, right near City Hall. We've been seeing a couple of those that were installed not too long ago. And they are continuing to build on the early adoption of sustainable initiatives by unveiling its newest public EV charger located at the Kane County Division of Transportation at 41W011 Burlington Road in Campton Hills. So this marks the fourth public charger installed in the county here. Kane County was actually one of the first to establish EV infrastructure, introducing an electrical vehicle charging infrastructure ordinance in 2011 by installing its first charger in 2012. The country has continued to adopt this EV-ready policies to reduce, quote, range anxiety and to promote cleaner transportation as well. The county's fleet now includes 4 Ford E-Transit electric vans, hybrid cars, and Chevy Volts, reflecting its strategy to integrate more eco-friendly vehicles. The new charger will serve both the public and the county's fleet. They also recently completed the EV Readiness Program in partnership with the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, earning a silver award for its efforts. They also took advantage, that's Kane County, took advantage of the ComEd fleet assessment to better understand the needs of its building management fleet and optimize the transition to electrical vehicles. The county benefited from ComEd's EV rebates for 2 of its vehicles and anticipates saving approximately $10,000 through ComEd Make Ready rebate program, which helped offset the costs of the newly installed chargers. So if you do want to learn a little bit more details on the Kane County's EV infrastructure accomplishments and future plans, feel free to check it out. You'll be able to find a link there through KaneCountyConnects.com. If you go to KaneCountyIL.gov/sustainability, you'll be able to find that there too. Their climate action implementation plan is ready. They're underway, and stay tuned by joining the mailing list, or better yet, of course, you can also be a part of the action as well. You can find information on that posted on the KaneCountyIL.gov page. So feel free to check that out. We did cover the broadcast yesterday at 12:30. It has been posted as well here too by Fox Valley Magazine. Of course, it's the cold case solved, 1979 murder of North Aurora woman, attributed to notorious serial killer that was at the North Aurora Police Department. Very well put together. It was a press conference that was held at 12:30. So that was at 12:30. The North Aurora Police Department announcing the resolution of the 1979 cold case murder of Kathy Halley. After more than 4 decades, investigators have identified the serial killer, that was Bruce Lindahl, as the individual responsible for her death, thanks to advanced DNA technology and the persistence of dedicated detectives. So, you know, the thing is, too, is, you know, we can thank the DNA technology, but we also have to thank the people who have dedicated their time to also work with the DNA technology as well, too. So it's not just the DNA technology that solved this. It's, of course, the people involved as well, too. So we also have to give them recognition and thanks as well, too. Now, on March 29th, 1979, Kathy, at the time, was 19. She left her home on Volks Court in North Aurora, and she was picking up her sister at Northgate Shopping Center in Aurora. Unfortunately, she never arrived. Weeks later, on April 24th, 1979, her body was discovered in the Fox River. Despite extensive investigation efforts, the case had remained unsolved for years. Now, in 2019, the Lisle Police Department's investigation into the murder of Pam Maurer led to a breakthrough when familial DNA linked Bruce Lindahl to the crime. And he had already been identified as a serial killer. We've talked about this before with the books that were written as well, too. That he had already been a suspect and proven to have killed others. And he became a key suspect in several cold cases, including that of Kathy as well. By 2020, the NAPD, in collaboration with the Lisle Police Department and other agencies, reopened the case and sent old evidence for further testing using modern DNA technology. And I've got a picture of her on the screen. She looks absolutely just very sweet. Looks like a sweet woman. A very nice picture of her as well, too. And then in August of 2024, DNA Labs International, or DLI, confirmed that the DNA found on Kathy's clothing was 9.4 trillion times more likely to have originated from Lindahl. With this detective evidence and patterns from Lindahl's known crimes, they concluded that Lindahl was responsible for the murder. So there are some pictures on here as well, of course, of the live stream. We were able to cover it here on WRMN. I want to thank, of course, the North Aurora Police Department for allowing us to do that here too and having that coverage. You can find it on the Out to Lunch show that was yesterday. It's around the 12:30 segment there too. So if you would like to read more information about this as well, of course, the entire article is now posted onto foxvalleymagazine.com. Again, that's under the news section on foxvalleymagazine.com. It's actually on the top of the news. So it's the top story on the news there. So feel free to check that out. Something else here that was recently posted, this is under health and beauty for foxvalleymagazine.com. Now, usually under health and beauty, the last thing that they did post was about, of course, the $21 million expansion of Elgin Sports Complex. But something else that you can find here, too, are some helpful tips and information. So one that they posted back on October 17th was under health. Quote, "Is it whiplash?" ? And it does tell a little bit about whiplash. So whiplash is a neck strain caused by a sudden forceful head movement, typically snapping forward and backward. Understanding the signs of whiplash, recognizing common symptoms, and knowing the steps to take if you experience neck pain can help you manage this condition effectively. Now, what they do here on foxvalleymagazine.com on this particular article is they do kind of help for you to identify it. If you feel like, was that whiplash? Did I get that? You can feel free to check this out. Of course, it's easy to look up online too, but this is nice if you are subscribed to the newsletter, or maybe you're even listening and watching in right now to know, you might be like, oh, did I get that recently? So identifying it, if you have the condition, includes neck pain, stiffness, headaches, dizziness, and even blurred vision as well. They also write here, quote, "It's important to remember that whiplash symptoms may not appear immediately. It can take several hours or even a few days to develop. Therefore, it's crucial not to dismiss any minor pain or discomfort." The same applies to if you are, if you're in a crash and you're like, oh, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. It might, you might have gotten whiplash and it just hasn't come into effect until maybe a couple hours later or maybe a few days later too. So it's good. That's why they always do those wellness checks. Even if you feel fine, if you're in an accident, they always do those wellness checks just to make sure, because you never know. I mean, it could come to play later within a couple hours or a couple days too. Now, of course, to confirm the diagnosis, you may need to get imaging tests such as an MRI. If you want to schedule an appointment, you can visit the fvortho.com to learn more information on that. But there's just a nice little article here that does talk a little bit about that, especially for people out there who maybe aren't quite sure if they've experienced this, or they're kind of going through it now and they don't know. This article is pretty helpful, just kind of a little basis there on telling you a little bit about that. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. I'm going to talk about a place that I went to. Now, I've talked about this place before, but I got to give a testimonial on it because I had something different this time. So stay tuned for that. I went out with my friend Charlie last night. So we went to Nico's in Pingree Grove. So I'll talk about that. Menu was great. Awesome service. We'll talk a little bit about that and then some other good places to go to as well. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Stay tuned. And also coming up today, we are going to be having a couple interviews into the next hour. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. Elgin authorities are investigating a shooting incident that occurred on Tuesday evening at around 6 p.m. on Pegwood Drive. Officers arrived at the scene in the 1100 block after reports of gunfire were made. Thankfully, no casualties have been reported. The Elgin Police Department urging anyone with information to come forward and assist with the investigation. In a move towards sustainable development, Kane County introducing its fourth public electric vehicle charger at the Kane County Division of Transportation on Burlington Road in Campton Hills. The move marks another milestone in the county's commitment to enhancing electric vehicle infrastructure. After 45 years, closure has finally come to the family of Kathy Halley, who tragically disappeared in 1979. Advanced DNA technology has linked her case to Bruce Lindahl, a serial killer who died in 1981. Halley's remains were discovered in the Fox River weeks after her disappearance, but it wasn't until 2019 that a significant break in the case appeared, linking it to Lindahl. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22. Scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's Cash. Yeah, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex Styles offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Bears return to action with a road game this Sunday against the Commanders in the nation's capital, Chicago. 4-2 on the season, riding a 3-game winning streak, but they're 0-2 on the road this season. The Bulls opened up the NBA season last night, losing 123-111 at New Orleans. Brandon Ingram had 33 points. DeJounte Murray had 14 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds in his Pelicans debut. For the Bulls, Zach LaVine put up 27. Nikola Vukovic had 21 points along with 11 rebounds. The Bulls trailed for most of the second half and by as many as 16 points in the fourth. Jalen Smith scored 15 points for Chicago. Josh Giddey added 14. Up next for the Bulls, they visit Milwaukee on Friday night.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22. Scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's Cash. Yeah, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex Styles offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We are still in the 10 o'clock hour here, and hopefully you're enjoying the morning so far. Again, if you want to be a part of the conversation, you can feel free to comment live on YouTube. But hey, you know what? There's another way too. Through the Image 360 number 505-926-1410. Again, 505-926-1410. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is the Image 360 number. If you want to text it, of course, 505-926-1410. And then, of course, also here is where you can call in for the during Tradio. For the Tradio segment, of course, you can call into the number 847-931-1410, which will be happening at 12:30. Or, of course, you can also give your message through the Image 360 info number 505-926-1410. Let's talk about some places to get some good burgers. Now, today is Thursday, and it usually tends to be kind of like a burger day today, right? Usually we think of it, what would you say Monday would be? Well, sometimes Mondays are burgers, right? Mondays are kind of burger days too. Usually it kind of depends. Usually we have here Tuesdays are like a Taco Tuesday. Wednesdays usually like a wind down Wednesday with a nice pasta. Thursday could be like a burger day or a wrap style of a day, and then usually Friday's a fish fry. But sometimes it kind of just depends. Is Thursday usually a pizza day? I mean, every day's, different for everyone, everyone individually, of course, but I digress. Anywho, if you want to try a bunch of different options here, you can check out Nico's Tavern. I went there last night. Always great service there as well. And this is located in Pingree Grove. This is at 241 US 20 in Pingree Grove. Nice place to go to, and always great service as well. We have here, let's see when they're open. They're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 1 a.m. in the morning. So, hey, there you go. Oh, goodness me. Hang on a quick second here. My headphones are stuck. This happens sometimes with the wheelie chair, but that's okay. Oh, they're like really stuck in the wheelie chair. I think we'll be all right. I'll figure it out. I think we'll be fine. Anywho, so this is, again, they're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 1 a.m. On Friday, they're open 11 a.m. until 2 a.m. and then also on Saturdays as well here, too. So it's a good place to go to. I highly recommend it. They also do serve happy hour food as well, too, and some great cocktails. I had a nice glass of wine last night. It was very, very good, and I enjoyed it. Let's see here. We've also got their website, which is Nico's Tavern PG. PG for Pingree Grove. NicosTavernPG.com. That's the website to go to. So let's take a look here. Now, this is kind of a rustic place to go to. I mean, rustic, wooden and kind of rustic a little bit there. Definitely kind of, I guess, Southern style, would you say? Modern Southern style neighborhood grill in Pingree Grove. And they do offer, of course, carry out as well, too. And they do have an app that you can also... It's called the Toast Takeout app. So if you want to download that Toast Takeout app, that is available on the App Store for the Apple users and on Google Play for the Samsung users out there too. Can't forget about you guys. So if you want to check that out, that's toasttakeout.com. Kind of gets you a little bit of an easier way to get the food you love without the wait. Let's take a look at their menu there. You can start off with appetizers. Now, last night, what my friend Charlie and I had were the cheese curds, and they're battered Wisconsin cheddar cheese. Now, oh my goodness, they were absolutely delicious. Both of us gobbled it up pretty fast. We were both very hungry. So we're like, hey, you know what? This is definitely a great appetizer to have. So we did. Now, in the past, we have gotten their nachos, which are pretty good. But so we've gotten the nachos, we've gotten the fried pickles. Fried pickles are very good. The cheese curds we hadn't tried out yet, so we were like, hey, let's try out the cheese curds. And they were absolutely delicious. Now, if you don't like any of those or you want to try something different for their appetizers to start off your meal, they also do offer potato skins. They even offer quesadillas. You can do wings, meatloaf sliders. I've heard of meatloaf, of course, but I've never heard of meatloaf sliders. Topped with homemade mashed potatoes and brown gravy. Nice little home style there. You can also try their mini pulled pork sandwiches and mini cheeseburgers as well. You can enjoy their chicken fingers, saganaki, homemade Reuben egg rolls, or Italian beef egg rolls. You can do, of course, their calamari or their boom boom shrimp, which you can try. They're battered and fried shrimp. And their boom booms, their boom boom spicy sauce, atop a bed of blue cheese dressing. I'm not a big fan of the blue cheese, but hey, you know what? The shrimp sounds delicious. Boom boom sauce. What is a boom boom spicy sauce? Now I'm going to have to look this up because I am not aware of what this is. Take a look. It's a sweet chili sauce. It's low in fat. It's got sriracha, ketchup, and garlic powder. Hey, you know what? That sounds pretty good. And even they have, sometimes you can get it with mayonnaise or mayonnaise, as my grandma used to say. I love my mayonnaise on my bologna sandwich. And she usually did have that almost every day for lunch in high school. Tortilla wraps. You can get the tortilla wraps. Now, my friend Charlie last night did have the Italian beef wrap. He said it was very good, just the right amount of juice. Sometimes people like it, you know, where it's just completely soaked in the juice. Sometimes people prefer it a little bit more on the dry side. Sometimes people like it kind of in the middle. And Charlie, my friend Charlie's kind of the person that's like, I like it in the middle. You know, just enough juice, but not too much where I feel like, you know, I'm eating a soggy waffle or something. So he enjoyed that very much. You can try the Euro wrap, turkey BLT wrap, barbecue chicken, Southwest chicken wrap. So they've got a lot of good ones out there. Sandwiches, you can try their chicken avocado sandwich, Italian beef, Reuben, pulled pork. They even have a nice patty melt that you can try out there too, or a turkey club. And if you want to get fancy with steak, they've got their sirloin steak sandwich as well. Different sides that you can choose from. I got fries, but you can try cheese curds as a side. You can do fried pickles. You can do like a super salad. They offer onion rings, sweet potato fries. Tater tots is another one to try out there too, or even some fruit. Get some fruit. Juicy burgers. I had a bacon cheeseburger, the bacon cheddar burger, which was very good. Oh, you know what? I didn't get this one because it was not topped with the mac and cheese. I just said I just want a regular bacon cheeseburger. So I got that. Very good. And it's their 10-ounce burger topped with cheddar cheese and smoked bacon. It was very delicious. The bacon cheddar burger, though, in particular, that one you can add mac and cheese on there too. It sounds like an extra special flavor to check out for sure. A good ingredient to add to your burger. Tavern favorites, you can try their baby back ribs, grilled salmon, jumbo fried, jumbo fried shrimp. You can try what's called their Mile High meatloaf. So it's homemade meatloaf stacked with garlic mashed potatoes and topped with brown gravy. For pasta, like I said, hey, you know, pardon me. I mean, they've got like barbecue, pasta, they've got burgers, the wraps, the works. So there's something for everyone here. Their pasta, you can try their fettuccine alfredo, spaghetti and meatballs, nice traditional spaghetti and meat with the spaghetti. You can try their chicken parmesan or fire roasted rigatoni as well there too. So that's for their menu. If you want to check it out, feel free to check out their website, Nico's Tavern PG for pinkergrove.com for more information. And they also do have a gaming lounge area too. You can get lucky at Nico's with their Lucky's Slot Game Room. Great place to play, place for video gaming. Come and enjoy a bite to eat and a tasty beverage while you play as well. They wish you good luck. So if you want to check out more information on that, you can visit their location and also check out, they've got a lot of other locations as well there too. When it is a little bit more of the nicer weather out, when it's not too chilly, they do have their outdoor patio open as well. And the outside is decked out with beautiful lights, strung out lights there that they have during the nighttime as well. So the place just glows. You can't miss it when you pass it as well. So don't forget, you can also find them on Facebook as well. So they are also on Facebook. Again, it's the Neighborhood Grill. Good thing to check it out. They have some delicious food options, which I did go through. And feel free to check out pictures online or view their website at nicostavernpg.com for more information, or also check out their Facebook page as well there too. And they did post, hey, here we go. Today's Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday today. So come grab a copper mug. $5 mules is what they've got. They've got their Nico's vodka and also blueberry vodka. There we go. That sounds interesting. and their Jameson as well there too. So feel free to check that out. And they also do have some Halloween cocktails, which my friend Charlie did get. He did get, I can't remember what it was called, but it did come with one of these little spider creatures, which he said, I don't want it, you can have it. And what it is the little spider creature that comes on the drink. It's really cute. It's got like a little like bendable tail. So when you bend it, it'll kind of hop forward. So it's one of those, where you kind of fling it, where you bend the tail and then it jumps. It kind of slides and jumps a bit. So, we were kind of playing like spider football in the restaurant. We're just going back and forth, back and forth. It was cute. So just little fun things like that to enjoy. Little things like that in life. So feel free to check out their website for more information, or also on their Facebook page for more info as well. The time is 10:45. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned.
Join me, your host, Michael Francis Tuman, on my radio show, Chief Guard of the Republic, where we talk about all things national security and defense. Other topics will include personal security, safety, and dealing with law enforcement situations. Call in, ask me questions. I will get you answers. Every week, Saturday, noon until 1 p.m., here on Fox River Valley's 1410 AM, WRMN Elgin.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
The lightest, fluffiest pancakes are calling your name at JoJo's Diner, 1935 West Gulf Road in Schaumburg. JoJo's has a huge breakfast menu featuring skillets, eggs Benedict, and so much more. Don't stop at breakfast. JoJo's also offers great burgers, sandwiches, and shakes. And for mouth-watering prime rib, try JoJo's for dinner. They have such a versatile menu. JoJo's Diner is family-owned and operated, and it's one of Schaumburg's best-kept secrets. Visit jojosdiner.com today. A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittleitaly.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you, the faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
Bender Dental Care, located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Bender Dental wants everyone to be informed, appreciated, and cared for at all times. To prove it, they now offer a new patient exam for just $29. That includes consult, x-ray, exam, and cleaning. Let Bender Dental help you have healthy teeth and gums for a lifetime. Located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Visit benderdentalcare.com.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We've got about 10 minutes left of the 10 o'clock hour here live, WRMN AM 1410. Of course, when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more here, while time allows, about the National Day calendar, but we are going to be having a drop-in guest here, so stay tuned for that. And then also at 12 o'clock, we might be doing, hopefully, I did contact her, through Zoom about an upcoming event that's kind of dear to my heart as well, because it's about a performance that is at the Hemmons that I did in the past. Same performance, same location. Not the actual one that's coming up, of course, but back in the day I did it. And so I'm looking forward to talking about that here too. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Stay tuned, of course, for more programming here coming up here. If you're listening to Out to Lunch, we hope you are enjoying the show. We hope that you are, we are here to help you kind of, kick back and relax, right? Just enjoy the moment, live in the moment, and let us, of course, cater to you when it comes to some great content. And we've got some good things in the works here, so stay tuned for that. So the second place I wanted to talk about here when it comes to getting some good burgers, because I'm like, Thursday, burger, right? I mean, everyone's different, but I usually think of like Thursday. The reason why I think of Thursday as burger, because of Thursday Burger Night at American Legion, the burger and family burger night with Lightning coming up tonight. So stay tuned for that too. But this is a place, this is located in Geneva. Now, I've never heard of this place before. And the name, of course, kind of tells it all. And it's called That Burger Joint. Yes, it's just called That Burger Joint. That's what it is. It's not, it's not, I don't know, Frank's Juicy Burgers or anything. It's just That Burger Joint. That's what it's called. It's That Burger Joint. And you can visit their website at thatburgerjoint.com, and they're located in Geneva. Nice little place to go to, and something to try out for sure. Now, this is the burger joint that you can get burgers. Hey, they also do have pizza and salads here too, though. So not only do they offer the burgers, they offer nice little personalized pizza. That's always nice. When you get to have a nice little personalized pizza, it kind of makes your day too, especially if you're a pizza lover. You get to have it for your own as well too. So they offer lots of good food options here too, known for their burgers, but you can also try their pizza as well. Now, where are they located? They're located at 2150 South Randall Road in Geneva. So that's South Randall Road in Geneva. They're not too far away, pardon me, from the Peck Farm Park. So they are within the Fox River Valley, not too far away actually from the Fox River itself. If you take, for example, East Fabian Parkway, if you go, like, let's say you go west on East Fabian Parkway, you'll be able to find it there at the corner of the Fabian Parkway and also Randall. It's right near an American Mattress. It's the place called That Burger Joint. So that's where it's located there. So good thing to check it out. And it's not also too far away from the Geneva Public Library as well there too. So, and also the Scott Smith Automobile Expo, which is at the Kane County Fairgrounds. Not this month though, but coming up November 9th is when that one will be. So look out for that too. So it's just along there. Can't really miss it as well, especially if you're going just off Randall, South Randall Road, you'll be able to find it there. But that is, again, That Burger Joint. Now let's take a look here at what they say. They're located 40 miles west of downtown Chicago along the Fox River. Geneva is a home to plentiful shopping destinations, especially along Randall Road. You can enjoy a visit to the Kane County Cougars Stadium, home of the Midwest League champion Cougars, or explore the many picturesque forest preserves, including Fabian along the river. I think that this is great that they're including this little description here of Geneva within their, pardon me, within their description of their restaurant. That is actually a really great marketing thing there too, of course. They are telling you kind of what's, general, station things within their area too, which is awesome. So they say, explore many picturesque forest preserves. Geneva has a wealth of distinct and historical architectures as well as indoor and outdoor artwork and galleries through the city. And I mean, even just reading those statements there, if you're listening in, you wouldn't have thought that was from a restaurant's website, like a burger joint website. But they're prepared. They're like, hey, look at what is offered here in downtown Geneva. And because there's so many cool things to offer, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be doing. You're going to get tired. You're going to get hungry. And you're like, hey, let's go stop at that burger joint. So, and they say here, when you're ready for a delicious bite to eat, that burger joint in Geneva is a win for everyone. At that burger joint, we're suckers for feeling the nostalgia, the nostalgia with classic American food. Every day they strive to provide each guest with stellar service. So come for a meal and stay for the dessert there too. Let's take a look at their menu. We're talking all this stuff here. Good stuff, of course. But let's dive into their foods for all the foodies out there. So at that burger joint, you can't go wrong, of course, with that burger. I was going to say, if they didn't have the term that burger, I was like, that's a missed opportunity. But there it is. Always fresh, 100% Angus chuck, never frozen, all natural. You can also try that cheeseburger, that triple bacon cheeseburger, or the double patty melt. You can also add on some extras, grilled onions, coleslaw, dipping sauces. So they've got a good list there too. They have their barbecue bacon cheeseburger. That sounds pretty good. Of course, that barbecue style also has the onions on there too. It's that traditional barbecue style. You can try a bacon and cheddar spicy burger as well. It's Nashville hot style mayo on there. Hey, and you know what? They might be that burger joint, but they also do have that Chicago dog as well too. Jumbo all beef Vienna hot dog. You can also try that chicken sandwich if you want to enjoy that spicy chicken as well. And also chicken tenders. They have hand-cut fries or hand-cut cheese fries as well too. They have Parmesan truffle fries. You can do a loaded cheese fries, which looks absolutely delicious. You can do a nice little meal there as well. They have the kids hot dogs, kids chicken tenders. So they do have the kids meals, and you can also make it a combo as well too. If you'd like, they offer milks and sweet drinks brought to you by Oberweis. How cool is that? They also do have their malts as well too. So you can try not just their shakes, but also their malts. So nice little place to get some good food. Now, the thing is here, I looked at the menu. But I think, was it that they offered pizza? Right? Let me see. That burger joint in Geneva. Maybe it was a limited time offer that they had it. Or maybe I'm seeing pizza on here. I didn't see it on the menu though. So maybe that was a limited time offer that they had pizza. I'd have to double check on that for sure. But nonetheless, still a good place to go to if you want to get some good food. And their times are, they're open on Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. And then they're open Friday through Saturday, 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. They've got some good handcrafted, delicious food options to join and try out for as well. If you want to read a little bit more about their story, feel free to check that out on their website. It's called thatburgerjoint.com, and they're located in Geneva. So there you go. Good place to try out there. And they're actually right next to the Oberweis as well there too. So a nice dual working together place to check out here. If you want to check out more information, they do have a newsletter as well. I'm sure you'll also be able to find them on social media. I know they have that at the bottom of the page, so you can find them on social media. They're on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, and then also Instagram as well. So check out all that information. If you're craving something savory, try their tender all-natural chicken breast strips. They put on there. They posted that 23 hours ago on their Facebook page. So they're pretty active. Check out more information at thatburgerjoint.com or also on their Facebook. Social media, I'm telling you, it's on the rise. Speaking of on the rise, if you want to listen to On the Rise, of course, that'll be coming up on Saturday, as well as Truth About Chicago Sports. So On the Rise will be from 8 to 10. 10 to 12 is Truth About Chicago Sports with Marcus Mack. 12 to 1 on Saturday will be the Michael Tuman, Chief Guard of the Republic show. And then our new Jeff Michael show will be from 1 until 2 o'clock. So there you go. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. Roll into Bolero in Algonquin or Roselle and wake up with a story to tell. Bolero is bowling, gaming, dining, and nightlife with a twist. Score a sweet deal every day of the week and save big by checking out the daily deals online. Team up with your friends and hit the lanes by forming your own social club. Clubs offer lively competition and laid-back fun for everyone. From beginners to pros, make new friends, bowl, and hang out at a happening place. Visit Bolero.com.
B-Lux Bar and Grill, Wisconsin tells, is the quintessential American grill and bar, with refined rustic cuisine and award-winning libations. Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. B-Lux Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. Elgin authorities are investigating a shooting incident that occurred on Tuesday evening at around 6 p.m. on Pegwood Drive. Officers arrived at the scene in the 1100 block after reports of gunfire were made. Thankfully, no casualties have been reported. The Elgin Police Department urging anyone with information to come forward and assist with the investigation. After 45 years, closure has finally come to the family of Kathy Halley, who tragically disappeared in 1979. Advanced DNA technology has linked her case to Bruce Lindahl, a serial killer who died in 1981. Halley's remains were discovered in the Fox River weeks after her disappearance, but it wasn't until 2019 that a significant break in the case appeared, linking it to Lindahl. In a move towards sustainable development, Kane County introducing its fourth public electric vehicle charger at the Kane County Division of Transportation on Burlington Road in Campton Hills. The move marks another milestone in the county's commitment to enhancing electric vehicle infrastructure. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22, scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's Cash. Yep, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex styles. Offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Be sure to catch the first shift weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. for important information like fire tips from Elgin Fire Chief Rob Sagan.
The thing in the winter that we're more concerned with is carbon monoxide, because that we don't get in the summer. That carbon monoxide issues occur because of heating equipment. Anything that burns natural gas, if it is faulty, can generate high levels of carbon monoxide, which in time can be fatal. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of having carbon monoxide detectors in your home. Every single year you will see somewhere in the country, and usually we'll get one or two in the Chicagoland area, where you'll see multiple fatalities in one home. You can't smell carbon monoxide, you can't taste carbon monoxide, you have no idea it's happening. And so it's critically important that you have the right detectors in your home.
It's the first shift weekday mornings at 6 a.m. with me, Marky B, right here on WRMN.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Huge challenge on tap for number 20 Illinois football this Saturday afternoon when they visit number 1 Oregon. The Ducks are 7-0, the Illini 6-1. The Bears return to action with a road game this Sunday against the Commanders in the nation's capital, Chicago. 4-2 on the season, riding a 3-game winning streak, but they're 0-2 on the road this season. The Bulls opened up the NBA season last night, losing 123-100 won 11 at New Orleans. Brandon Ingram had 33 points. For the Bulls, Zach LaVine put up 27. Nikola Vukovic had 21 points along with 11 rebounds. The Bulls trailed for most of the second half and by as many as 16 points in the fourth. Jalen Smith scored 15 points for Chicago. Josh Giddey added 14.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22. Scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves. And earned Kohl's Cash. Yep, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex styles. Offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, and great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance.
Looking to stay informed on the political issues that truly matter? I'm Dennis Sonar Green, inviting you to join me every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town, is where you'll find clear, balanced analysis of the day's biggest news. We dig into the headlines, cutting through the noise to deliver the facts and insights you need to stay informed. Whether you're deeply into politics or just want to understand what's going on, this show offers the depth and perspectives that matter. Tune in every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on WRMN and be part of the conversation that's shaping our community. Let's navigate today's political landscape together on A Political Talk Show, only on WRMN, the talk of the town.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their morning so far here. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410. Don't forget, of course, we're also live here on YouTube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to subscribe to us and click that notification bell, you can always keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN, of course. So feel free to tune in, listen in live here on WRMN AM 1410. Now, we've got a special guest here in-house today. Let me make sure I get your mic up here. Hey, Rob, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going well.
Oh, my goodness, I'm so excited. Rob Southgate has been helping me so graciously to getting some awesome authors here for interviews, and I'm so excited about it, too. This is a great series that we're going to be trying out here. And so far, so good. We had Sarah yesterday, talked about her book, really, really cool too. And I'm looking forward to it. So I want to thank you so much.
Yeah, I know who you've got coming, and there is not a dud in there. You're going to have a blast. And it's funny, I only sent you horror authors from Four Horsemen Publications because it was such, like, I just had the idea the other day. I was like, I bet you could use guests, and these are people that I work with. Yeah. So I thought, hey, I'll send you those. But a year from now, if you want to do the same kind of thing, I have access to horror authors like you've never heard of.
Oh, my goodness.
I can feed you a whole bunch of fun horror authors and filmmakers and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
It doesn't have to just be horror either. So throughout the year, I plan on sending you lots of people.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, this is exciting. Yes. So this is new to Out to Lunch. I'm looking forward to it. Getting more content here on Out to Lunch. And of course, also, we want to help give recognition as well, too. So that's pretty cool. How are you able to be able to connect with all these awesome people?
Wow, what a question. Usually I'm the one asking the questions. We did it with purpose 11 years ago when we started our podcast network. We started going to, at that point, going to like Comic-Cons and conventions, pop culture conventions, and just going to Artist Alley and meeting people. And the key was staying in touch, following up. I teach professional selling. That is one of the things that I hammer is follow up. You walk out of these conventions, you got a big stack of cards, and nobody ever calls or writes. So I did. And you do this enough and people start remembering you, and you actually, like, I've got good friends in all these different categories because of that. Now, the authors we're talking about, I work for a publisher that I ended up with because of this type of networking and just, getting in front of people that I thought were cool and now I'm friends with. And then when I see opportunities for them, I'm always looking for ways that I can help, right? When you go back to like when the pandemic was happening, right? One of the goals we had, I looked at all my friends that were creative and I said, they don't have an outlet. Like, these are people that make their living, or at least supplement their living, by selling art at conventions or selling their goods or their music or whatever. And now there are no conventions. There's no place to do it. So I started a podcast literally called Alley Chats, which was just so that people could come on and talk about their stuff and tell people where they could buy it. It's all about giving back. Well, you do that enough for people, and guess what happens? People want to do things with you, and that's how you get to this position.
Yep, exactly. And it's fun too because you give recognition, but you also you learn so much.
Yeah,
and that's important too. Is that you can learn so much about what these writers are, what their story's about. And the thing that's really cool too is, and Sarah was talking about this yesterday, about how she incorporates her own self into stories.
Yes.
Her own raw, authentic self. And I think that that's also really important too when it comes to storytelling as well. Of course, you can always do, your own thing of like, you just want to incorporate fantasy, but when you put your own life experiences in there too, it's like, it's authentic. It's very authentic.
Well, that's one thing I'll tell you from dealing with creatives. I deal with a lot of creatives in different mediums and that. And a constant that I've found is where they feel that they've achieved the most is when they are able to put themselves in it, to draw from their life. Doesn't mean it's one-to-one, okay? But like you mentioned, like you're reading a fantasy book or a horror book and you go, well, you were never the one having to run through the woods with the chainsaw wielding. Yeah, but you know what? The elevated horror that you read, that person's experience, the story of that person, maybe your stuff did go in there. Or maybe you were that person metaphorically and you're working it out this way. So many, we're talking about horror authors, so many of them, one of the questions I ask in one of my interviews is, when you started in horror, what drew you to it? And almost every one of them say, I was a wimp. I was terrified. It scared the hell out of me. I was drawn to it like a moth to a flame, but I knew it was going to hurt me. And it got them so that to exercise that demon, they wrote it, and it helped them. And I think that's a really special thing. And I see that with, artists. I talk to comic book artists and painters. And we just went to an art exhibit. It was awesome. And it was down in, Hollywood? Hollywood, Illinois. No, Beverly Hills. That was it.
Oh, nice.
It was a Beverly Hills Art Gallery. Okay. And the people that were there, it was really urban, really just strong, just awesome art. And in talking to them, same thing. Like, I turned a corner when I exposed that part of myself that's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at it and go, but that's just a drawing of, Michael Jackson. And they're like, yeah, but is it? And then you look at it and like, oh, you're telling me something else here.
Yep.
So it's interesting.
It is too that you say that also when it comes to like horror stuff, because I used to be very terrified of it as well, like as a very little kid. But I was also at the same time very intrigued by it.
Right.
And now I'm like, I love all of it.
Yeah. So do I.
Yep. So it's very interesting how that works out. Hey, you've got something really cool coming up.
Yeah, I came in not to talk about all that. I was just giving you some help there. Actually, a really fun thing happened, and I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow on Dino's show in the afternoon. But a week ago, a good friend of mine who is a PR person reached out. She always does these like after party panel things for San Diego Comic-Con, and I never do because I can't afford to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always like, forget it. If they're not paying, I'm not doing. So she said, hey, I couldn't do it. The hurricane made it so a lot of people couldn't go. And she said, I've got these panel ideas. Can we do something online? Can we do a virtual Hurricane Con? And I told my wife. My wife immediately called it Hurricane, which is a great name, which meant great, I'm in. And that was a week ago, not even. We're doing it. We're doing it Sunday. So Sunday, we're doing a virtual con. It's called Hurricane, October 27th from 1 to 4 Central Time, so our time zone here in Elgin. It's 3 panels, and it's going to be, you can go to Southgate Media Group on Facebook and go to the event. There's an event in Facebook for Hurricane 2024, Hurricon. You can either look it up just by going to events or go to Southgate Media Group and you'll see it posted there. And it's free. It's 3 hours. Yeah, you just pulled it up there, Matt. Thank you. Mm-hmm. It's 3 hours. And here, I got to actually pull it up because I'm not going to remember the names of the panels, even though I wrote them. The first panel is called The Pen is Mightier Than the Machete, which ironically is horror writers. They're not all 4 horsemen. We have some really interesting authors that are going to be on that, including John W. Malley, who does special effects and things as well. He's really great. Wait, is he the special effects?
He does. It says AI expert.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't do the special effects. I've interviewed him. I interview so many people, you start to lose it. Yeah. He's a great interview. He's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. He's going to be great on it. Actually, Sarah that was interviewed yesterday and Maria, who you're going to have on in a bit, are both on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. Then from 2 to 3, we have an event called Screens, Dice, and Cards. And it's game writers and designers. We're going to talk about gaming. And I'm still working on getting another person. I really would like to get somebody who writes video games. Not a coder, but somebody who writes the stories. And this is not all horror based. This is only that first panel is horror based because of the season. Mm-hmm. That is going to be a lot of fun. We've got a guy named Mr. Biscuits who is very active in the tabletop world. Mm-hmm. We have a special guest, Brian Merlongi, who is the designer of Cutthroat Kingdoms. And then I want to get a video game and possibly one other. I might even get maybe I'll get a gaming podcast around there or something.
And you know what? I have got Amanda on at 11:30.
Oh, you do?
Yes. Maria's coming up on Monday at 11 o'clock.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Excellent. In fact, I think Amanda is on our thing on Sunday as well.
Oh, fun. Nice.
And then the third one, which is from 3 to 4, is called The Geeking Point. And this has evolved already from what it originally was. I'm going to read the description that Liz wrote. We all remember that one comic that changed our lives. For that movie that set your life on a new path when you were 10. Okay, we all have one of those, right? What about that book or video game or magazine that set your geek heart ablaze? We have a panel that's going to share stories of geeky things that remind us of why we fell in love with geekdom in the first place.
Nice.
And this is unique. We haven't revealed any of these guests anywhere else. So Matt, you've got an exclusive so far.
I do.
We have Alil Kanika, who is Elgin's own. He has moved away, but he was living here. He runs the League of Geeks podcast. It's actually now just called The Geeks with a Z. He did all the live podcasting on all my events, and they're a really popular nerd geek podcast. He's going to be on for part of it. We have Tanya Todd, who is an actress and writer. She has a really interesting book called Comics Lit, which is all about literature and comic books. She's going to be on, big nerd. We're going to have Elliot Serrano, who is the king of Chicago geeks. Stan Lee called him that. He called him the king of geeks. So he goes by that moniker. You can find him on social media as the king of geeks. I think he's wrong. I think I'm the king. I think he's just a pauper. But you know what? You can say that to your friends, right?
Right.
I absolutely love Elliot, and he's a great guest. He's going to be a lot of fun. And then the final one is Dave Dorman, who is also from the area. Dave Dorman is an artist that if you're a Star Wars fan, you can call up and thank him, because in the 90s, Star Wars was kind of a dead property. There wasn't anything new being done. And Dave did all this cover art for a thing called The Dark Empire, which is one of the greatest Star Wars stories you'll ever read. It's phenomenal. And the imagery lit our imaginations on fire. And it's what helped greenlight book series and started all the books, which then led to the prequels, which led to Disney owning Star Wars and everything else. I really credit Dave with being a key ingredient to us having Star Wars now. So he's going to be on as well.
That is so cool. You know who I met yesterday was Elliot in person.
Oh, you met Elliot?
Yeah, he came by.
I'm so sorry.
What? Oh my goodness, he's such a nice guy.
Oh, Elliot is fantastic.
Yep.
The first time I met him, he came to see us do Live at the Blue Box.
Nice.
And I didn't know who he was. I don't know. Even if I did, I don't care. That's how I am. And this guy that was up on the panel with me, Elliot leaves. This guy comes over and he goes, oh my God, do you know that was Elliot Serrano from the Red Eye? And I was like, no. He goes, he's the king of geeks. I'm like, I didn't see his crown. And I went outside and I said, hey, are you Elliot? And he goes, I think so. And we started talking, and it has been a conversation that hasn't ended.
Yeah.
We get along great. He's on our stuff. He's fantastic. What a blast. And he was just here in Elgin with Sven Gulli for Nightmare on Chicago Street.
Really?
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
He's here with Sven Gulli when they do those things.
That is so cool.
So, yeah, Elliot will be on. He's a sweetheart. He's awesome.
Yeah, I met him yesterday. He's such a nice guy and very knowledgeable as well, too.
Oh, yeah, super knowledgeable. Ask him anything about Indiana Jones, and he'll go off to the point that he is boring you to tears. He loves Indiana Jones.
Hey, you know what? If you love Indiana Jones, though, too, that should be definitely a good time for sure, too. Hey, I also want to mention here, too, the Spooky Book Sale is going on right now. Right?
Yeah, that's with Four Horsemen. In fact, that's one of the reasons I wanted the authors on. Through Halloween, so next Thursday, 25% off at Four Horsemen Publications, 25% off on all horror books. And we have a solid selection of horror books. And that includes your guest that's going to be here on Halloween. We have it's called Haunted something, Haunted Stories, Haunted something. It's ghost stories. And I haven't read it yet, which I should. But the people that have are like, oh my God, it's like the scariest book on our lineup. It's so good.
Oh, really?
And he's going to be your guest on Thursday.
Yeah, that's James.
And 25% off applies to his book as well.
Nice.
So, but you got to go to fourhorsemenpublications.com to get that 25% off. You can get our books anywhere. And if they don't have it, just ask. We're a regular publisher. You can get it anywhere. But if you shop at our website, like I said, 25% off on all horror, mystery, and thrillers.
Very, very cool. And look, I look up, I did the keyword search horror for writing horror. Look who comes up.
Yeah, Maria DeVivo.
There you go.
She has such good stuff. She has a book series about the Blood Witch, which is so good. If you like witchy stuff, it's fantastic.
Oh, yeah, like all the covens.
Yeah, and the thing I love with her series, it's going to be 10 books. And she told me when I first interviewed her, she was only 3 deep into it. And she said, I said, are these standalone or are they a series? And she goes, well, it's a series, but you can read them all as standalones until book 10. because then it all ties together. But before that, you'll get references, but it's not like you have to read them in order. And then she also has, and this is something I want people to know about. She has another series that started. I think the first book already came out. It did. Second one comes out in November. Third one comes out in December. So rapid release. Bam, bam, bam. It's the Coal Elf. It's like a YA horror Santa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, book, and they're really excellent. Really excellent. And like I said, we're doing a rapid release. You can order all of them and get that 25% off through Thursday.
Oh, that is so cool.
Makes a great gift, dude. What's better than a scary story at Christmas, right?
Yes.
I mean,
oh my goodness, yes.
It's baked into us because of Christmas Carol.
Yep.
So here you go. 3 books.
I also
keep
keep
you warm.
Also kind of a Nightmare Before Christmas too.
Yes. Hey, who doesn't? Right?
It's like consider like it could be like Halloween movie or Christmas.
Right.
Or kind of
Okay, which one is it, man? Come on.
It depends on the
Off the Fence. Which one is
Off the Fence. Halloween.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
I forced your hand. If I ask you later to go Christmas,
it's up to interpretation.
It is. It is. But yeah, that's an awesome one.
Yeah, I love that one too. Yeah, that's good. They do well. I know, like, because I'm a big Haunted Mansion fan. I know they do the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
During Halloween or Christmas? Oh no.
No, they do that during Christmas.
It's during Christmas.
Yeah.
See,
I mean, they actually might do it right through.
I think they do it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to call. You know what? I'll ask a Lil when he's on Hurricane, which is Sunday from 1 to 4, because he works for Disney.
No way. You're kidding me.
No. That's why he doesn't live here anymore. Yep. He got abducted by these little creatures with big black ears, and they came and pulled him away to Florida.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So he'll know exactly what's going on with the park, because that's what he works for is the park.
I know they're changing some stuff too.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
He'll know everything, but that's not what we're talking about.
Right.
But who knows? You might call in with a question during Hurricane, and he might have an answer for you.
Oh, we'll see. Oh my goodness, that's exciting. Big Haunted Mansion fan that I am. So folks, this is pretty exciting here. Check it out. This is the website. I'll pull it up on the screen again here, 4horsemanpublications.com. Now that's the number 4, horsemanpublications.com. And if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. And look, there it is. 7 days, 11 hours, 34 minutes, and 10 seconds. That spooky sale, all horror, mystery, and thriller. 25% off, so you don't want to miss out on this great opportunity to get some spookily good.
Spookily good. We'll go with that. Spookily is a word.
Spookily, is that a word?
I'll go with it.
A spooky good.
I'm not going to do spell
deals.
check on you or anything. We'll go with it. Spookily good time.
Spookily good steals of deals. There you
Steals of deals. You know what? And more importantly, in the moment, Hurricane, Sunday, 1 to 4. Go to Southgate Media Group on Facebook, or just go onto Facebook, look up events. It's going to be streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and at the Southgate Media Group Facebook page. And who knows, I may end up sharing it other places, but those for sure, all 3 of them. Southgate Media Group, you can see it on the page there. It's going to stream right there. It's going to stream on Twitch. Now, here's the other thing I want to stress really fast. We are also doing a fundraiser through it where a percentage of what comes in, because Twitch, you can make donations during it.
Right.
Okay? And we're going to encourage that. A percentage of that is going to hurricane relief. There's an organization, it's Love for Asheville or something. I can't remember. Gosh, I'll have that tomorrow when I talk. But the reason that we chose that is we have people that are in Asheville that got destroyed, right? And they still need this support very badly. And this organization, talk about boots on the ground and talk about the money going right to the group. It is literally, you put a dollar in and it buys supplies for the people that are volunteering on that group. There is no admin that's taking money out of that. So we've got the charitable donation attached to what we're doing. A percentage of what comes in on Twitch is going to go to that.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And Twitch is definitely growing as well. We're noticing that too.
Oh yeah, Twitch is great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already watching the Dearest Granny on Twitch. Have you heard of her?
No.
She's a drag queen that dresses up as a granny.
As a granny?
Plays horror games.
I'll have to watch.
So funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
We don't have time for me to tell you my Twitch story, but I actually have quite a story involving Twitch from way back before, when all it was video games. In fact, it was when the name changed to Twitch. So we'll
Okay.
save that for another time that I'm on, Matt.
Sounds like a good deal. There we go. We've got like 2 minutes left here, so I'm trying to think of anything else.
I thought you'd have to go before Amanda showed up. Okay.
I've got here. Yeah, I've got.
So here, let me do this. If you want information about Huracan or about any of the Four Horsemen stuff, you can write to me directly. Let's go with. I'll go with my Southgate Media Group address.
Okay.
For that, you can write for Huracan. You can write me at southgatemediagroup@gmail.com. I know that's a pretty generic one. I have a Rob one, but I can't remember what it is. Or for the 25% off sale, any questions about Four Horsemen, about having anybody appear, maybe do a book signing or guest appearance, you can write me at Four Horsemen at robs@fourhorsemenpublications.com. That's the number 4, horsemenpublications.com. Rob S. There we go.
All right, awesome, folks. Thanks so much for listening in here. We're going to continue on as we get out of the bottom of the hour, bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. Then we'll be back in just a bit with an awesome interview. Stay tuned. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Thank you, Rob, for hopping on in today.
Oh, Matt, thank you so much for having me on.
You're very welcome. I'm so excited to be doing these series here. I think it's going to be a good time. It's going to get recognition for a lot of great authors out there too. And that's
yeah, like I
important.
said, I got a lot of other categories. I'm going to start just sending them your way. And if you want the interviews, they're all yours to pick from.
I love it. Thank you so much again.
Thanks again.
Of course. You're very welcome. All right, folks, we'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. Kylie Pickett Suits and her family were visiting Gatlinburg, Tennessee for the Tennessee-Alabama football game when a black bear walked into their kitchen. She says they had opened the door to let some fresh air in after cooking breakfast, then walked away. When Suits returned, she saw the bear at the dining room table feasting on her son's remaining breakfast.
And I was like, get out of here, and it was a nice, friendly bear. I mean, it just literally went on its way. We looked outside and it had the peanut butter, and it also had a jelly spoon that we had left out.
Suits says neighbors later told her the bear is a regular in the neighborhood where they were staying, but this was the first time it made its way inside one of the cabins. From Studio 14, I'm Dennis Green.
For a local spotlight, I'm Ben Boquist. A deadly E. coli outbreak linked to McDonald's Quarter Pounders, sold in dozens of states, is raising questions about whether it's safe to eat the sandwiches served in Illinois' franchises. The short answer is yes, Quarter Pounders are still on the menu in Illinois. While no cases have yet been reported in Illinois, there are cases in neighboring Wisconsin, Iowa, and Missouri. Here are things Illinois residents need to know. 1 dead and 49 have been sickened in 10 states. 10 of them requiring hospitalization, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Since the outbreak, McDonald's stock has sunk. Shares fell as much as 7.6% at the New York market open, the company's biggest intraday loss in more than 4 years, according to Crane's Chicago Business. I'm Ben Boquist, WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Imagine planting, tending, and raising your crops all season long, only to discover a micronutrient deficiency is robbing your yield potential. Once you spot signs of nutrient deficiencies, it can be difficult to bounce back. Get ahead of manganese, boron, and copper deficiencies with Moxon from CHS. Designed with a patented Levosol chelate, Moxon increases nutrient availability and provides your crops with the nutrition they need. Ask your local CHS retailer about the power of Moxon.
This summer, get outside and enjoy a quick round of golf at the Twin Lakes Golf Course in Palatine. Twin Lakes features an executive 9-hole golf course with a driving range, cafe, and pro shop. Just starting the game, lessons are available. Take a couple of hours for yourself and stop at the Twin Lakes Rec Area off Northwest Highway and hit the links. For a tee time, call 847-934-6050.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
All right. Hello, everybody. Oh, goodness me. Welcome back to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Hope you're enjoying the show so far here. Just hold a little bit here as we hoping to get Amanda in. If not, though, of course, what we'll do in the meantime is we'll talk a little bit about the National Day calendar, and then we'll make sure, of course, to also bring her in here as well, too. So I'll keep an eye out for that, for the interview coming up today. And then I know we also do have another interview coming up at 12 o'clock today, which will be also via Zoom. Looking forward to that as well, too. So stay tuned for that. Talking about a pretty cool performance here. So in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll talk a little bit about the National Day calendar. So we'll kind of bring that up here, talk a little bit about that, share with you what are some of the national days recognized today on National Day calendar, and also nationaltoday.com. So we'll kind of do both of that here, and we'll talk a little bit about that with you. So we have today National Bologna Day. Happy National Bologna Day today. People across the nation today can make a sandwich to participate in the National Bologna Day today. This would be a good day to have bologna sandwich for lunch. Now, it's ironic because I did in passing mention that my grandma every day for lunch when she went to Dundee High School, Dundee Crown, that she would have a bologna sandwich for lunch every day. Now, back in the day, they did not have a cafeteria, so everyone had to eat in the gym. They would pull up chairs in the gym, in the gymnasium, and they'd just kind of sit in circles. You know, they'd have their little circle of friends, and one section, another section over here. Sometimes the kids would just sit cross-legged on the floor and eat their food. And she said, well, you know, this was before she passed in 2015. She go, you know, Matthew, I used to, and I'm doing an impression of her, I used to have a bologna sandwich every day for lunch with my friends Mert and Gert. I'm not kidding. Those were her friends' names, Mert and Gert, Myrtle and Gertrude. Myrtle Franson and Gertrude View. Yes, so any Dundeites out there might know who they were. Maybe, I don't know. But anywho, so that's my little story there. I always love bologna sandwiches, especially growing up. They were my favorite sandwich to have and to, of course, enjoy as well. Very delicious. Just a simple sandwich to have. I do like a mix of the chicken and pork when it comes to bologna. So that's my favorite kind of bologna. There's the chicken and pork. The full beef bologna I used to have a lot when I was a kid. Sometimes it almost dries your mouth in a way, if you understand what I mean. If you get it with the full beef bologna, sometimes it's kind of dries your mouth out a bit. Whereas, of course, you got the chicken and pork, or maybe just the regular pork, or even the turkey. Those are a little bit more slimy in a way versus the regular just all beef one. It can get slimy too, but can kind of almost dry your mouth out a little bit. At least for me, I don't know. Maybe that's just a me problem. I don't know. But anywho, bologna is bologna. It's good, and it's a specialty meat, sometimes spelled a different way. So there's the way it's spelled, like bologna, B-O-L-O-G-N-A, and there's also B-A-L-O-N-E-Y. So there's different spellings. So it kind of just depends on how you like to spell it for yourself. So the most common spelling is like the Bologna. That's because it originated from the city of Bologna, Italy. I didn't know that. It's a type of sausage similar to the Italian mortadella. This finely ground pork or beef sausage or combination is smoked and cured. In Italy, bologna includes a variety of spices not found in American bologna. In fact, in the United States, regulations require American bologna to be finely ground and without visible lard pieces. It hardly resembles anything found in Italy. It can also be made from chicken, turkey, venison, or soy protein as well there too. So that is also recognized today, National Bologna Day day there. Some people like to have it with mustard. Some people like to have it with mayo. Some people like to have it with cheese, lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, onions, ketchup, ranch. My brother likes it with ranch. I don't care for bologna with ranch. I just like the bologna plain. I've always been that way pretty much my whole life. Just plain old bologna on a sandwich. Good enough for me with a nice side of chips. So it makes it definitely there's kind of a wide variety of different way to have bologna. You can also do like fried bologna. I've never had that before. I'm just like just from the package on the sandwich, I'm ready to go. That's kind of how I am. So, of course, there's also other bolognas listed out there too. There's Lebanon bologna, kosher, as well as German, vegetarian, and South African as well too. So, how to observe the day? Well, get a bologna sandwich. Pick your favorite. Make a sandwich or two. Share it with your family and friends. Tell us your favorite toppings when it comes to bologna. So there you go. That is recognized today on National Day Calendar. This and more can be found on nationaldaycalendar.com. Now, in general, it is actually National Food Day today. This deserves a big ring in the bell because it's National Food Day today, recognized today on October 24th. Focusing on the healthy and nutritious food that takes place annually today. One of the themes of the day aims to help people to, quote, eat real. This theme is defined as cutting back on sugary drinks, overly salted packaged foods, and fatty factory farm meats in favor of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and sustainably raised protein. This observance involves some of the country's most prominent food activists as well. Their vision includes food that can be healthy, affordable, and sustainably produced. At the same time, the goal is to produce food with care for the environment, farm animals, and the people who grow, harvest, and serve it in mind too. The movement seeks to have a balance between nutrition, affordability, and the environment. They strive to meet these goals by consistently addressing policy in keeping that in mind too. Back in 2012, there were 3,200 events that took place from the community festivals, to a national conference in Washington, D.C., to thousands of school activities involving this day too. So you can read food labels, learn where the food you eat every day comes from, what's in it, and more. Challenge yourself to try a food that you've never eaten before. You can plant herbs to use in your kitchen, start a compost pile to use in your garden. You can discover a healthier way to cook with your favorite foods too. So just another day recognized today. I say that just another day. I mean that as it's another day to recognize National Food Day today and the healthier options as well. Now, I have to say I am not a big vegetable person at all. At all. I'm not a big vegetable person. At all. I try to. The thing is, though, when it comes to vegetables, I can eat them in a soup or like with teriyaki sauce. So there you go. I don't know what it is. It's the way it's cooked. It's the way it's prepared. I think that makes the difference. You could say that about anything, though, too. But especially when it comes to vegetables, for me, again, not a big vegetable eater at all. But if it's in like a nice chicken broth soup or if it's like in a teriyaki style of a dish, we're good to go. We're good to go. I'll eat any of the vegetables if it's prepared that way too. So you got it. You got it. That's the way to do it, especially if you don't like vegetables too much. It happens, you know. A lot of people don't like vegetables. I don't care for them, but important to eat too, especially carrots to help your eyes as well too. So that is a day recognized today, also on nationaldaycalendar.com. Only a couple things recognized today. Now, there are some birthdays that are also recognized as well. You can find some historical figures as well out there that are recognized. Let's see here. The illustrator and co-creator of Batman, Bob Kane, his birthday's today. Let's see some other ones here. There's Jack Angel, who passed away actually pretty recently. Today's his birthday. He was a voice actor with credits in Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, Disney, and also Nickelodeon as well there too. And that rhymed. Let's see here. There's quite a bit of other ones too. Brian Vickers, who's a race car driver, it says it's his birthday today. Zach Posen is a famous fashion designer. And a couple other ones out there too. Caprice Bore, who is an American model. And some other ones out there too. So if you want to check out that list, that is available on nationaldaycalendar.com. That's nationaldaycalendar.com is where, pardon me, you can find that. Find all that good information. Also on nationaltoday.com, there are some other days that are recognized as well. Today is Global Media and Information Literacy Week. Now, that is a day that is recognized as a week-long event. It's international, and it's observed now through till October 31st every year. It's going to be hosted this year in Nigeria. The day was launched in 2012 by UNESCO, and this is the Media and Information Literacy and Intercultural Dialogue University Network. There we go. And also the Media and Information Literacy Alliance. It's a huge opportunity for stakeholders to reflect on and celebrate the progress in achieving media and information literacy for everyone. So that is also a day recognized today. And actually, not just a day, it's recognized as a week as well here, too. We did talk about National Food Day and Bologna Day. Let's see some other days, pardon me, that are also recognized. Today is World Polio Day, that is also recognized today too. It's an international day observed today on the 24th, commemorating global efforts towards polio-free future, as well as the selfless sacrifices of those working on the front line of the battle to eradicate polio from every corner of the world as well too. So that's also a day recognized. The time is 11:46. We're going to take a quick time out, and then we'll be back here in just a bit. So stay tuned. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a little bit.
We are Lions International, the world's largest service organization. We are volunteers committed to strengthening our communities and supporting those in need, one act of kindness at a time. For more than a century, Lions have been serving a world in need, right here in our community and around the world. Lions International makes the impossible possible. This is your invitation to join us, because the only thing missing from our mission to make a difference is you. Visit lionsclub.org to find a local Lions Club near you.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
If you can't decide on dinner, have everything. Golden Corral at 154 South Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale has an endless buffet with over 150 items to choose from. There's an unmatched variety of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, prepared fresh throughout the day. If you're craving something specific, call or check out their menu. Golden Corral rotates the buffet often. Golden Corral in Bloomingdale. They're the only one for everyone. Visit goldencorral.com.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells. Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as Slovaki and Grecian chicken. Slovaki is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We hope you are enjoying the show so far. We want to welcome here to the stage. I've got here on the phone lines. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let me make sure I turn the music down and get her up on the phone lines here. Let's take a look. Is this Amanda?
Hi, yes.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very good. Hey, thanks so much for joining us today. I know there was a little bit of a communication error on my end there. I apologize about that, but I'm glad we were able to get you on the air here and talk a little bit about your upcoming your books, and then also, you know, tell us a little bit about how much you love horror as well too, because I do as well.
Oh, I am a complete horror nerd. My father raised me to be a horror fanatic. He started me on The Howling at the age of 5.
Okay.
So it kind of just grew from there. So I do love horror. I grew up in a haunted house, and I've always been very creative. So that's kind of what set the stage for me wanting to be an author.
It's really, really cool. So how, I have to ask you, so when it comes to, well, we'll talk a little bit about here first is your books, because you've got some pretty cool books here. And I have to say also, the covers are absolutely amazing, by the way, too.
Thank you. The art department at Four Horsemen Publications does an amazing job.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And I've got people watching on YouTube here as well. So I've got it shown on the screen here with your books. So it's called Dead Revelations. You want to, well, we've got Dead Carnage, Dead Revelations, and also The Dead Show. And, oh, wait, there's a couple other ones down here too. So
yes, Waking Up Dead is the first one. Dead Vessel is the second. And then there's The Dead Show, Dead Revelations, and Dead Carnage.
My goodness, that's so cool.
Very cool. Carnage just came out this month.
Nice. Oh, that's so exciting. So tell us a little bit about the series here, just in general, without giving too much away, so that other folks out there, including myself too, I definitely want to read these. These are cool.
Oh, thank you. The elevator pitch is that it's kind of X-Files meets Ghost Hunters, but from the ghost's perspective. Your main character is dead. And if you watch the ghost hunting shows, you know, they only get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but never anything concrete. And the reason why is that there's a force on the other side that polices haunted locations. Detective Cadence Riley died in the line of duty. She is now being recruited to be on that force. And from her first case on, things just go a little sideways, and rules need to be reshaped, redefined, and possibly broken in order to save lives.
Wow. And you know what? That's interesting that it's from the ghosts' perspectives. Because usually you read stories, or you see like the TV shows where it's like, they have the ghost hunters, and it's usually from the ghost hunters' perspectives, not the ghosts themselves' perspectives too. So that's pretty cool.
And there is a paranormal group that's in there, so you do get a little bit of their perspective, but your main characters are the ghosts.
Very cool. And I think this is great that you're writing this series as well here too. Now, when it comes to series writings, do you usually plan ahead for the next book and the next book, or is it kind of a work in progress as you're kind of ending the story of the one book and then going on to the next?
Without being too vague, the answer to that is yes.
Okay.
I am not a great planner. I don't do pages and pages and pages of outlines. I will bullet point what I want to hit, but then I kind of let my characters play in between and let inspiration strike when it does. I had planned the Life After series to be about 10 books. The main story arc for the first half is now completed with the 5th, and there is, in ending it, I opened up a couple of different avenues, and then there's also a sister series coming out next year where the Life After series deals with the ghosts. The Silent Sentinel series will be dealing with the supernatural in the mortal world, so vampires, immortals, gods and goddesses, shifters, things like that.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. So you're incorporating a lot of those different characters in there too.
Yes, and it should be really fun. I've always loved reading books where, one series and another series, but the worlds are the same and you can see them cross over. Mm-hmm. And so that is what I have set out to do with this, is you're going to see Cadence in book 2 of the Silent Sentinel series. You're going to see Teal from the Silent Sentinel series cross over into book 6 of the Life After series. So, and there is a reason, but I can't give that reason away.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, though? I got to ask you this, too. Do you, have you, in your writing process, or even in the finished books as well, have you incorporated your own personality in there, or your own personal stories that have been incorporated into the characters of your novels?
I have, actually. In book 4, a little girl is haunted. I will say that the house that I used for her home is the house that I grew up in that was haunted.
Wow.
And in book 4, I'm sorry, that was book 3. In book 4, the house that I used for the farmhouse in Scarecrow Farms, that is a house that I did a very, very amateur paranormal investigation with friends. Back in the 90s, we were out there with, Polaroids and audio tapes.
Oh, wow.
But it was very interesting, and that house has kind of lived rent-free in my head for a while.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get that down on paper as well. So seeing that come out and having people respond to it has been amazing.
That is really cool. And this is so cool that you've got these different series here where you can incorporate, of course, your own self stories, but also conjure up a lot of really cool character developments, and of course also the themes of horror that are all intertwined into your story. So that's very cool. We have about a minute left here. I'm so glad we were able to get you on here. How can people find out more information about you and also your Life After series?
They can go to my website, authoramandafasciano.com, or you can look me up on Facebook, Instagram. I usually troll around TikTok, but I don't make a lot of content there. I'm usually just the audience. But you can absolutely feel free to email me off of my website and check it out.
Very cool. I just looked you up here on Google, and you come up here with overview on your books, and also some pictures here as well, with also your Instagram link also. So very cool. Hey, Amanda, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so glad we were able to have you here in WRMN, and we wish nothing but the best of luck when it comes to continuing on these awesome series, and of course, also more in the future too.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me on.
Of course, Amanda. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. All right, that was Amanda. She is an awesome author here that is having, she's got those really cool, creepy series, which I'm definitely going to check out here for sure. We're going to be back after the break, and then we have another interview coming in here too to talk about a cool performance. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Massiano's Pizza and Pastaria of Elgin. There is one inexhaustible aspect of everyday life that never dulls, namely the simple pleasure of eating and drinking. Massiano's wants to make sure that this is the best part of your day. Visit Massianos.com and sign up to view their special offers all year long. Delivery, carry out, or dine in, enjoy it anyway, because life is good at Massiano's.
WRMN says thank you to all of our local veterans, like Jerry Christofferson of True Patriots Care.
We had the 1,700 flags up across from the wall. That's how many POWs and MIAs from Vietnam are still missing. Plus, we do veterans and first responders funerals.
Yeah.
And so if you ever drive by a funeral home or a church or a cemetery and you see the flags, you know a soldier died today.
Go to TruePatriotsCare.com for more information. And veterans, thank you for your service to our country.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzette's. A 29-year-old Cook County resident, Darren Lipscomb, facing charges related to bank fraud. According to the Minooka Police Chief Justin Meyer, Lipscomb's legal troubles began after a routine traffic stop last month where he was caught executing an illegal U-turn. During the stop, police discovered checks worth over $3,000 in Lipscomb's possession, which were allegedly stolen from a Missouri bank. After 45 years, closure has finally come to the family of Kathy Halley, who tragically disappeared in 1979. Advanced DNA technology linked her case to Bruce Lindahl, a serial killer who died in 1981. Halley's remains were discovered in the Fox River weeks after her disappearance, but it wasn't until 2019 that a significant break in the case appeared, linking it to Lindahl. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22. Scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves, and earned Kohl's cash. Yep, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex styles. Offers end October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Anderson Japanese Gardens, ranked the highest quality Japanese garden in North America and located right in the heart of Rockford. Their mission is to open minds to a different culture while offering a place of peace and tranquility where one can find healing, renewal, inspiration, and a re-energized soul. A premier destination for corporate functions, special events, weddings, and receptions. For directions, hours, and fees, visit andersongarden.org today.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go! Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Bulls opened up the NBA season last night, losing 123-111 at New Orleans. Brandon Ingram had 33 points. DeJounte Murray had 14 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds in his Pelicans team.
In either way.
Bulls, Zach LaVine put up 27. Nikola Vukovic had 21 points along with 11 rebounds. The Bulls trailed for most of the second half and by as many as 16 points in the fourth. Jalen Smith scored 15 points for Chicago. Josh Giddey added 14. Up next for the Bulls, they visit Milwaukee on Friday night. The Bears return to action with a road game this Sunday against the Commanders in the nation's capital, Chicago. 4-2 on the season, riding a 3-game winning streak, but they're 0-2 on the road this season.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
October is ending, but I want to keep the fall fun going. So I shopped Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I saved 30% on top active brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Then I got my kids some boots for under $22. Scored 50% off Food Network baking must-haves. And earned Kohl's cash. Yeah, it doesn't get better than Kohl's. Flex Styles offers in October 27th. Coupons do not apply to Nike.
This is Larry Jones, and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit, or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400 and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We hope you are enjoying the show so far here. It's a beautiful sunny day here. We're broadcasting live from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. And again, it's a beautiful sunny day outside today. Happy Thursday. We're getting closer to the weekends. That's something very much so to look forward to. Also, something else to look forward to here as well, if you are tuning in live here, AM 1410, or also watching now live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. I want to, of course, present to you an awesome show that's coming up, brought to you by the the Christian Youth Theater, the CYT Chicago, CYT of Chicago. And we're so excited to be talking about this. This is coming up at the Hemmons Cultural Center at 45 Symphony Way here in downtown Elgin. And it is a show that is dear to my heart because I performed it, I believe it was my sophomore year in high school for Westminster Christian School. And we did perform it at the Hemmons Cultural Center. And it is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And who I have here on the stage with us today, please welcome Regan Rode. Is that correct? Am I pronouncing the name correctly?
It's Regan Rody. It's a weird
Regan
one.
Rody? Okay. I am horrible at pronouncing stuff. People know this.
That's okay. It's a weird name. All good.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Yeah, we're on our final day of tech tonight, and we open tomorrow night, so I'm feeling good.
Very, very cool. So Regan here is the costume manager, and she has been involved with CYT since you were 5 years old. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Very cool. I did a CYT performance for my school, so it was a camp that we did. When I was in 4th grade, and that kind of got me kind of even more into theater and things like that too. So tell us a little bit about this show. Now, I do already know about the Joseph performance because I did it in high school. I was Issachar. I was one of the 12 brothers. So
that's awesome.
Very cool.
Yes. So Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat was written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, and it is the story of Joseph from the book of Genesis in the Bible and his life's journey, which is a super interesting one. He goes from being the favorite son of his father, who has many sons, 12 of them, and then he gets sold into slavery by his brothers and gets thrown into prison by his employer, and eventually then becomes a ruler in Egypt. And the finale of the show is the whole family coming back together, and we get to see a beautiful tale of forgiveness.
That is really, really cool. Now, have you, as a CYT, have you done this performance before, or is this the first time?
No, we've done it before. We've done it quite a few times. In fact, it was the first show I was in as a student for CYT. So it's really special to have it come full circle and direct it now.
Very cool. What role did you play when you performed it?
Yeah, I was just in the ensemble with it being my first show. Yeah, it was so much fun though. I loved it.
Yeah, I had a great time too. The thing is also is like when you work with Hemmons Cultural Center, it's very professional as well too.
Yes.
And that was something that with my school, Westminster Christian School, we were very grateful to that the Hemmons was able to let us use the stage for the performance as well. Tell a little bit more about also here too for folks out there who don't know about CYT and what they have to offer.
Yeah, for sure. I also love working with the Hemmons. They have an incredible staff and they are so generous. So yeah, shout out to the Hemmons for sure. So CYT Chicago is a local theater company. We currently have, I believe, 8 class locations all over Northern Illinois and Wisconsin. And then we put on 15 productions a year right now between those areas. And then in the summer, we also have camps, which has been a huge inspiration for the vision of my production of Joseph, actually, is the whole entire show is framed by being at a summer camp, because that is something that I love a lot. So yeah, we offer camps and classes and shows for students ages 8 to 18.
Very nice. Very cool. So, like you said, you've been a part of it since you were 5 years old. So did they have like was that in context more of like did they have like a youth under age 8?
Yeah. So I should clarify. Yeah, the shows are 8 to 18. The summer camps start younger. So the summer camps you can start at 5. And so that's when I got started. I started through the summer camps. And then we also offer a class for ages like 7 before they can audition for shows to help them get theater basics down.
Okay, very cool. So actually, I'll show you this too. So I think I've got your screen. I'll show you the virtual camera. So that way you can see the screen here as well too. That I've got I have the website up. So this is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It's coming up October 25th as well. as the, oh goodness, I just lost it here. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, Friday and
And the
Saturday,
26th.
25th and 26th.
25th and 26th, you've got here Friday, October 25th at 9:30 a.m. Now, there's a little icon here. What does that mean? It's like a little graduation icon.
That's one of our school day performances. So we offer an earlier show so that kids can come on field trips. It's also open to the public though, but it is it's a special opportunity for kids to come with their school classes as an educational theater trip.
Very cool. So that's going to be October 25th, coming up this Friday, 9:30 a.m. and then also 7 p.m. And then you've got the matinee show on Saturday, 2 p.m. and then also Saturday at 6 p.m. as well. Oh, there we go. It does say that school days performance. I should have seen that icon there at the, at the bottom and I noticed it. So very cool. Now, again, you are the costume manager. Now, how is it, of course, being the costume manager? What got you interested in having that role, being into doing management and costumes?
Yeah. So I've been the costume warehouse manager here for about 5 years now. I started off working as CYT's customer service representative, and I think my supervisors just saw like a lot of a natural tug for my love of costumes and the aesthetic part of theater, and a position opened up that was an organizational position over here in costumes. And then I just kind of grew into the role from there. And our costume warehouse has about like 30,000 pieces in it. So it's
my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, and we do rentals to local schools and other theater companies. So if people want to rent costumes from us, there's information about that online as well.
That is so cool. I mean, and I'm sure it's just so much fun too. So with you in management, do you have like a favorite costume? I mean, there's so many costumes, like you said, but is there one that you're like, oh, that is my all-time favorite costume?
That's a good question. The last show that I directed about a year ago was Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, nice.
And I got to redesign Belle's ball gown. And because we had one in our stock for quite a few years now, and I really wanted to redesign. And so I gave myself a pretty tight budget for it, but I worked with a great group of like costume volunteers, and we came up with a beautiful new dress that was super exciting for me, and I loved it. It was definitely like a dream come true to work on that. So I would probably say the Belle ball gown.
The Belle ball gown. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. And again, this story here, going back to Joseph, it's a really cool story as well here too. So I know that you're it's the Christian Youth Theater. So of course you do everything for the glory of God. And,
absolutely.
Of course, incorporating that into every performance that you do, because that's how it was here when I went to Westminster Christian School. If you mess up, still you're praising God. No matter what, it's okay to mess up. It's okay to not be perfect as well too, because so absolutely.
Yeah. One really unique thing that CYT does in order to like just keep Christ at the center of everything that we do is at the end of every single performance, the kids, after they bow, they point to God.
That's what we did too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that is something to just help remind the kids and remind the staff and the audience of why we do what we do, and that God is the ultimate artist in it all.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. So folks, if you want to check out this show, it's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. You can find more information at cytchicago.org. Now, I know you do have a good lineup of some other shows that are also coming up here as well. You want to talk a little bit about those? Because it looks like you're doing some traveling for those as well, too.
Yeah. So like I said, we have shows all over Northern Illinois and Wisconsin. And so all those costumes also come from this warehouse that I'm working in. All of our sets come from that warehouse. And so those kids who are going to perform like in the show in Rockford's about to do Junie B. Jones. Nice. Those kids are signed up for classes in Rockford, or the kids in Milwaukee are going to perform Little Mermaid shortly. So they're signed up for classes in Milwaukee. The kids here who are about to perform Joseph are signed up for classes in our Kane area and McHenry combined. So they're both able to do the production of Joseph. Okay. And then, we recently closed Sound of Music. They were a little bit earlier this month. And then we also have Beauty and the Beast coming up at College of Lake County. So yeah, we're pretty busy. And then auditions start back up soon for our winter season as well.
Very, very cool. Well, hey, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today on WRMN, getting the word out. And folks, check out this amazing Technicolor show known as Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Before we go, for folks out there who maybe aren't as big into musicals or who usually don't go to musicals, what do you hope people can get out of an experience like this, out of a show like this?
Yeah. I think something that's really cool about youth theater in particular is you're just so inspired by what the kids these ages are able to accomplish. Like we have, 8-year-olds in the show, and they're putting on a 90-minute production that they've worked on for the last 8 weeks. And I just think it's really cool to watch this, group of kids come together. We have 92 kids in our cast, ages 8 to 18, and they're all coming together to work on one thing, and their parents and guardians as well. So we have all kids who audition for a show and participate in a show. They have to have a parent or guardian volunteer at least 20 hours. That's how our shows come together. And so it's a full thing that the family gets to participate in together, which I think is something that's really rare these days. And then again, at the end of the day, it's all for the glory of God. And I just think that's so special. Something that non-theater goers though can look forward to with Joseph, I think, is the variety of the styles of music. Every song is in a different genre of music. And that brings something for everyone. And it's just a joy to sit back and watch and listen to.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful story. And folks, go on out, check it out. It's going to be here in downtown Elgin at the Hemmons Cultural Center. Regan, thank you so much for joining us today on WRMN. And again, folks, you can check out more information at cytchicago.org. Definitely a show you don't want to miss out on. Thanks again so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Reagan here, joining us live here with WRMN AM 1410. Thank you again so much for joining us live here. And looking forward to, of course, more interviews here in the future. You're listening to and watching to WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We love, of course, bringing lots of different people on here to WRMN, giving recognition and getting recognition and working together by the community for the community here in the Fox River Valley. So there you go. Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410. Again, thank you, Regan, for joining us today. Folks, if you want to check out more information, visit their website at cytchicago.org. Again, that's cytchicago.org. For more information, the show is already coming up tomorrow. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, that'll be tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. as well as at 7 p.m. And you can also find them on Saturday, October 26th, 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. and also 6 p.m. as well too. If you want to purchase tickets, feel free to check that out. It is tickets are, and I forgot to mention this as well, tickets are $19 for the standard ticket price and $21 for the at-door price. And then it does say here too, $1.75 per ticket service fee is added at checkout after all ticket sales are final. So if you want to check out more information on that, that has been posted on their website, cytchicago.org. If you'd like to learn a little bit more information on the staff, you can feel free to check out that information that is posted on cytchicago.org/staff. So you can take a look at the staff, everyone that is involved. And again, the beautiful thing about CYT, of course, they have some great shows for an awesome cause as well, too. So check out their website, cytchicago.org. for more information. Very, very cool. Definitely want to check that out for sure. Let's see here. The time is 12:21. So what we'll do is we'll take just a tiny little time out, a 2-minute break here. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit. We'll talk a little bit more about what's happening within the area. Stay tuned, of course, and we'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a little bit.
Summer Lake House offers the ultimate waterfront family dining experience, complete with rustic summer-inspired decor and a menu that highlights simple, handcrafted dishes prepared with locally sourced ingredients. The Wisconsin-inspired Summer Lake House, where you can enjoy a laid-back, family-friendly vibe with delicious modern American cuisine and handcrafted cocktails. Don't just go out to eat, go outside to eat. Summer Lake House on Lake Delton.
Want to read some action-packed, exciting pulp fiction? Read the works of Michael Tooman, now featuring their international crime thriller, I Married a Bot Madam. Available on Amazon in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle editions. The paperback is also available at other book retailers. Check out Michael Tooman's webpage at scilink.net. That's Papa Sierra Yankee Lima India November Kilo dot November Echo Tango.
Rooted in their family Mexican history, churros are made daily with love. Churros and Chocolate at 2533 West Algonquin Road has churros made from family recipes with care and fresh each day with delicious fillings. There's also the Frida Cafe where you can relax and catch up with a friend while having a warm drink. Try Churros and Chocolate specialty churros, the churro sundae, or take home a churro cake. Visit churros, the letter Y, chocolateinc.com.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's 2 locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today.
That's actually.
Oh my goodness me. It went to Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. I'm so sorry about that. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley. Talk of the Town. There we go. I keep forgetting that this music that I have in the background is only 2 hours long, so I gotta go back in and start to reset it. And you know what? The thing is you're probably used to this music here, so I don't want to change it up. This is the Out to Lunch music, right? Of course. Absolutely. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned. We'll continue on talking a little bit more about some things that are happening here within the area. So stay tuned for that. Again, you're listening to and watching WRMN AM 1410. Let's see here what we've got with some of the local libraries. We'll talk a little bit about that here within the next couple of minutes. Then we'll take it to our Tradio segment at 12:30. Around 12:34 or so. And then also we'll go through, again, after Tradio, we'll talk more about things that are happening locally within the Fox River Valley. Don't forget also here coming up tomorrow, looking at my schedule here, coming up tomorrow, we do have another interview coming up here at 11 o'clock. So we're going to be having another one of the publication series here, book author series. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget, of course, the 4 Horse Publications right now having all horror and thriller titles at 25% off now through till October 31st. So you don't want to miss out on that. Check out their website at 4, that's the number 4, horsemanpublications.com. That's the website to go to. Got another good lineup of some other interviews also going on through till next week as well. So stay tuned for that. Looking forward to this series. I know it's going to be fun having these great authors on here talking about their books, talking about their writing experiences as well, and sharing the word too when it comes to some great, awesome stories as well too. So I'm looking forward to it. It's already been great so far. So let's continue on here, taking a look at the Gale Borden Public Library, and I'll make sure to bring up their Facebook page as well. Their Facebook page was, I think they're maybe in the process of getting something edited on the page. Oh no, there we go. Last time I tried checking it out, it was a little bit laggy, but that's okay. So let's take a look here and see what they've got currently that's going to be happening pretty soon here. Again, this is at the Gail Borden Public Library. They've got things on their Facebook page. You can also find the list of things coming up here for the Gail Borden Public Library on their main website. Now, one of the events that is coming up is the Elgin Image Awards. Now, this is going to be on Facebook Live at 5 p.m. So it's the Elgin Image Awards at 5 p.m. That's going to be Tuesday, October 29th. Now, if you want to check out more information on the Elgin Image Awards, goodness me, you can check them out at gailborden.info. The Enhancing Elgin Committee of the Elgin Area Chambers Elgin Development Group will be pleased to presenting the awards at 4:30 p.m. on October 29th. Stay tuned, of course, for more information on that. These awards recognized individuals, businesses, and organizations that have a positive impact on Elgin by promoting the positives of why Elgin is a great place to live, work, learn, and do business, get involved, visit, and also enjoy too. So if you want to check out more information, feel free to visit their website at gailborden.info. You can find information on their Elgin Image Awards section on their website. It usually does come by. It scrolls by. On their page, you can find details on that too with some pictures. So that'll be coming up here. That'll be from 4 until awards announced at 4:30, starting until on October 29th, ending at 6 o'clock. On October 29th, that's on a Tuesday. So should be pretty good. Lots of people working together there. Gail Borden Library, Elgin Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Downtown Neighborhood Association, and so much more as well. So you can check out all that information posted on there. Their Facebook page also does list some other good things that already did happen, as well as other events that will be coming up very soon. So stay tuned for that. Lots of things, of course, happening within the area of the Fox River Valley. So much to do as well, too. So there's lots of great websites, of course, you can go to. We here at WRMN try to keep you in the loop with as much as we can what's happening here in the Fox River Valley. There's always something going on, something fun to do, an event to go to, a day to recognize, and we're here to bring that to the table to tell you and to promote to you what's happening here. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410. Terry in the comments says, "Hi Matt, very lively show today. I have thoroughly enjoyed it." That is awesome. I love it. Thanks so much for joining in, Terry, and everyone else who've been joining in, whether listening live through YouTube and watching, or also through the apps, or also through the AM 1410 dial, the classic AM 1410 dial. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN and officially into our Tradio segment coming up in the next couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
This is WRMN News.
I'm Marky B reporting. Possible human remains have been discovered in Bolingbrook. The Will County Coroner's Office has taken custody of a suspected human skull discovered by citizens in a wooded area near Trout Farm Road in Bolingbrook. The Coroner's Office is working with the University of Illinois to conduct forensic testing to determine the identity and gender of the remains. Bolingbrook police said officers responded at 6:30 p.m. Monday to a wooded area in the 400 block of Trout Farm Road near the DuPage River and Trout Farm Park. Police say there is currently no information linking the remains to any open cases. Anyone with information, call the Bolingbrook Police Department 630-226-8620. In other news, a Naperville man has been charged with felony aggravated assault and cruelty to an animal, accused of telling 2 children he was going to kill the family dog and then doing so. Nathan Gonzalez, 36 years old, of South Whispering Hills Drive, is charged with 2 counts of endangering the life, health, or safety of his child as well. The charges allege that at 3 a.m. September the 29th, Gonzalez told the children, ages 11 and 14, he would kill Rocco, a Shih Tzu, and dispose of the dog at a construction site. The 14-year-old called police about 6 a.m., saying Gonzalez told them he had killed the dog and was threatening to kill her and her sister, according to a prosecutor's petition to have Gonzalez detained pre-trial. The 9-pound dog was found at a construction site the next day and died of blunt force injuries to his head. Aggravated animal cruelty is a detainable offense under Illinois Pretrial Fairness Act. For more details on this ugly story, listen to The First Shift on Thursday, which will also feature State Representative Dan Ugasti at 7:30 and Elgin Mayor Dave Captain in the 9 o'clock hour, right here on the Talk of the Town.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
You never know what or who you'll hear from on The First Shift with me, Marky B. Like Tim Skoning, a WRMN news reporter back in the 1960s.
The jingles you all play, they were purchased by Dick Sutter. He was at some radio convention. He came back with this reel. I remember them playing that in the studio. We were so excited. We thought we were network now. And it's the same jingles today.
That's great.
Every time I hear them, I get excited about it.
I'm sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Fun times on The First Shift, right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
In our household, we put family first. I'm Dan Ugasti. Right now, Illinois families are suffering with rising property taxes and grocery bills, along with communities that are less safe. Keeping family members from moving out of Illinois isn't easy. As your state representative, I'm working to be a voice of reason in a time of extremism. That means I'm focusing on the issues that unite us, bringing down property taxes, creating opportunities, and controlling government spending. I'm Dan Ugasti, and I'd be honored to have your vote.
Paid for by Citizens for Dan Ugasti.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We are in our Tradio segment. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade in, or announce to the Fox River Valley area, feel free to call us up here at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. So this is our Tradio segment happening right now. Feel free to call in. You can also text the Image 360 number, your Tradio information, at 505-926-1410. Again, 505-926-1410. So don't forget about that also here too, as that's coming up. There you go. Also, I want to remind you here as well, another reminder here coming up, TikTok. The time is running out here for the Universal Circus. Yes, the Universal Circus. You don't want to miss out on this. If you are interested in getting those tickets, you can feel free to contact me, Matt McNeil, at WRMN1410.com for the shows and tickets. Their final Hollow Weekend going on now, still till the 27th. We have those tickets as a little special for you. If you want to contact me to get them, I'll send you the link so that you can get that good steal of a deal that way. Just email me, Matt McNeil, at WRMN1410.com. That's WRMN1410.com. So you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, of course.
Running out for the Universal Circus Halloween Spooktacular. And all weekend, there are no service fees on select seats and shows. Details at universalcircus.com. Shows end Sunday, October 27.
So there you go. Yes, it is ending October 27th. So you don't want to miss out on that great opportunity to enjoy the beauty and creepiness of the circus, Universal Circus. I mean creepiness, not in a bad way. I mean creepiness as it is a Halloween theme, right? So, of course, you got that Hollow Weekend that Halloween weekend there with all of the Halloween themed. So it's creepy, it's cool, it's artistic, it's fun. It's definitely fall themed, Halloween themed. And that's going on until October 27th. So you don't want to miss out on this. Check out more information at universalcircus.com. That's universalcircus.com. You can find that information posted there. And again, they're going to be located in Chicago at Washington Park. So that is Washington Park in Chicago is where they're located there. The Washington Park, that's where they're going to be located. So feel free to check out information on that, finding that on their website. So again, they're at East 51st and South Cottage Grove Avenue, or for GPS use at 5150 Payne Drive in Chicago. So if you want to check out that information, it's posted at the bottom of the page under universalcircus.com/Chicago is where that info is posted and provided by. So feel free to check that out. And again, they also do have, of course, where they're going to be located as well, too. So when you look up actually the actual address at 5150 Payne Drive in Chicago, what does come up is Universal Circus. So that's the address to go to. Check out more information and ticket pricing at universalcircus.com. Now, again, what I'll do is if you email me, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com, I will send you the link. In that link provided is a code. Use that code so that you can get that good spooky steal of a deal. Again, that's Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com for those Universal Circuses. Yes. Oh my goodness. Have a good time. And that's ending on the 27th. So time is a ticking. Let's continue on here. Talk about the Tradio callers that have called in here within the past 2 weeks, couple weeks or so. If you want to add yourself to the list, you know the number to dial here. That's 847-931-1410. Again, that's 847-931-1410. Of course, you can also contact the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, that's 505-926-1410. That is where you can, of course, contact us so that we can announce your Tradio announcement. That's important. You got to let people know what's going on here. And here at WRMN, we let people know, we let the folks know what is going on, of course. So don't forget also here, too, posted onto American Legion's Post 57's Facebook page. Join them for lunch and dinner today. They've got lunch still going on now until 2 o'clock. And like I said, Thursday night family burger night and also lightning. That's why I say usually when I think of Thursday, when it comes to themed food, I usually think of burgers because I have talked about in the past many times American Legion of Elgin's Thursday night family burger night. So right now they're having here Sloppy Joes and fries for $6 until 2 p.m. And then also you can do a regular burger or cheeseburger with fries for $9. And that's going on until 2 o'clock. Then they do have their dinner segment, which is from 4 to 7:30 for burgers. Come join them for some great burgers. That'll be until 7:30. Stay for your chance to win $3,000 jackpot by playing Lightning. That's going to be from 6:30 to 8:30. They also have slots, pull tabs, jar games, and plenty of cold beverages at their cash bar. More information can be found, of course, on this and much more at their Facebook page at American Legion Elgin Post 57, or also on their website, allginpost57.com. They're located at 820 North Liberty Street in Elgin. So there you go. Don't forget also here, too, coming up for the meat raffle. That'll be coming up at the American Legion. That'll be November 2nd. So that'll be November 2nd. It's from 5 to 9 p.m., featuring 16 raffles. And during the halftime, they're going to be having turkey sandwiches that are going to be sold. They're $1 a piece, and then you can do also 6 for $5. So that's a little bit of a better deal that way because you save an extra $1 there. It's like you get buy 5, get the 6th one for free. And then there's going to be several different arrangements that'll be featured there of meat for the meat raffle on November 2nd. Check out more information on their Facebook page or also allginpost57.com. We have another Tradio caller here, Antique Jim. You know it. He buys those antiques, all kinds. He pays cash And if you are interested, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-414-7267. Again, that's 847-414-7267. Another Tradio caller here, Wood by Jeff. Located in Elburn, he has some free items for sale. He's got the aromatic cedar wood pieces, the scrap pieces, concrete boards, peg boards, firewood. Also has some walnut and oak lumber that he is selling. He's got some tinder pieces, and he also has those adjustable window screens as well too, 2 large and 2 small ones. Has about 4 of them for free. How cool is that? And then he also does have kits for mail sorters to sort out mail for free. Also a solar heating kit for free, and then also has a hobbit house. It's a cute little hobbit house, 16 inches squared, has a loft in it too. And then he is still looking for a place for his shop, open to different possibilities. Oh, and then he also has 2 witches' brooms for free too. So a great Halloween decoration or costume accessory. So check it out. That number to dial is 630-365-9488. Again, 630-365-9488 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here has the 1977 Corvette for sale. Needs a little work, but does run pretty well there too. The asking price is $5,000 or best offer. If anyone's interested, he's located out in Elgin. That number is 630-400-2730. 630-400-2730. Another Tradio caller here has the 14 3-drawer filing cabinets. They're completely steel. The tops are rusted. It's got scrap metal as well. It can be used as scrap metal. And she's giving them away for free. So if anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to her. That number is 630-267-5543. Again, that's 630-267-5543 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here, Maggie calling in. She's got the DVD collections for sale, the full set of the Gilmore Girls collection, as well as Mary Tyler Moore Show, 4 seasons of Castle, and 4 seasons of Boston Legal. Also has a beautiful Yamaha keyboard for sale, has the stand and instructions that come with it too. Asking $200 for it. And then she also has 2 cemetery plots as well in Lakewood Cemetery in Elgin. Feel free to reach out to her. That number is 224-508-5532. Again, 224-508-5532 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here, Dave calling in. He's got a janitorial cleaning cart for sale. It's got room for a mop, bucket, and also cleaning supplies included, all included there, for $50. He also does have a little giant ladder system. It's 23 feet in length. It is foldable. Can use it on stairs. It's pretty heavy. The asking price on this little giant ladder system is $150. So that's the asking price on that. Or a reasonable offer too. That number to dial to reach out to Dave is 331-588-0493. Again, 331-588-0493. And then we have another Tradio caller here. This is Greg. He's looking for old bicycles, Schwinn, bone shakers, balloon tires from the late 1800s to the 1950s, 60s, and or 70s. He's looking for parts, pieces, accessories. They really can be in any condition. He also is looking for vintage Omega watches, men's or women's style watches, and also diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he'll pay top dollar for those. He also has for sale a 2003 Mustang. It's got 81,000 miles on it. It's in the color charcoal gray with a leather interior. It's got all new hydraulics, new brakes, new tires, etc. $6,500 is the asking price. So if anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-884-6033. Again, 847-884-6033 is that number to dial. And then this does wrap it up here for the Tradio callers that have called in and announcements. If you do want to add yourself to the list, feel free to call us here at 931-1410. Of course, you can also contact us through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, 505-926-1410. The time is approaching 12:47. We'll take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells. Visit the Milwaukee County Zoo this summer to enjoy so many species of fun. Home to more than 2,200 animals, representing over 340 different species. The zoo educates, entertains, and inspires. Stomp back in time with the zoo's summer exhibit, Dinosaur Discovery, sponsored by Sendik's Food Market. You'll be astounded by the gigantic and scientifically accurate animatronic displays. Touch, feel, and learn about the role of predators in the ecosystem. Running through October 5th. Visit MilwaukeeZoo.org.
The weather is getting better, and we know it's the time when ladders and DIYers come out. Before you start any new outdoor projects, ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any type of work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Twins Gyros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinsgyros.com. That's Twins Gyros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
A truckload of methamphetamine disguised as a shipment of watermelons was seized at the U.S.-Mexican border crossing into San Diego, U.S. Customs and Border Protection said. Methamphetamine valued at more than $5 million was found August 16th when the cargo aboard a tractor-trailer from Mexico was unloaded for a detailed inspection, the agency said in a statement. Among real watermelons, officers found 1,220 packages wrapped in paper colored to look like watermelon skins. The total weight of the packages amounted to 4,587 pounds or 2,080 kilograms. Wow, there's a lot to unwrap here, besides all the packs of meth. Can you imagine the conversation that went into the scheme hatching plan for this? What about the conversation someone sparked that finally had them search the truckload of watermelons? There's no way I'm gonna believe that the Border Patrol found this truck the first time they tried this tomfoolery. I'm praying that there were no forest preserve barbecue functions that are cutting into these magical slices of watermelon. My personal biggest question, why didn't they just hollow out some of the watermelons? I'm Darian Sims, and this is how I see it.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410. We've got about 10 minutes left here of the Out to Lunch show here on a Thursday. It's a beautiful sunny Thursday afternoon. Now we're into the afternoon time. And what I want to do here is talk a little bit about some of the local events happening here at the local libraries, especially when it comes to some cool Halloween themed things as well too. So let's talk a little bit about it here. See what is offered locally. We've got the Horror Book Club coming up here at the Dundee Library, Corner 68. That'll be coming up today at 7 p.m. to 8. Now the registration for this event is actually still open. So the registration is still open. There still are some seats, I do believe, available. Yeah, it does look like here. It says registration for this event will be closed today at 7 p.m. So that's the closing time. So you can do it even kind of last minute too. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be reading Chasing the Boogeyman by Richard Chizmar. Copies of the discussion book will be available for pickup at the information desk at the Dundee Library. So how cool is that? They're going to be reading that book. You might be able to read it as well, too. Sounds pretty good. And I have to say here, too, actually, Stephen King actually read the book and said here, quote, genuinely chilling and something brand new and exciting, compulsive reading and scary. So the fact that this novel, Chasing the Boogeyman, was complimented by Stephen King and also New York Times bestselling author Richard Chismar. So it's definitely a good book you want to read for sure. So that's coming up tonight. That's at the Fox River Valley Public Library District. That's the Dundee Library is when that's going to be. I found this pretty interesting here. I brought up a little library blog on the Fox River Valley Public Library District. This is by Erica of Fox River Valley Libraries, and she wrote this on the 21st. And what it is it's just kind of a list of suggestions for some spooky, quote, spooky games for the family, ... sort of. So she gives out a really great list of some great so-called spooky games for people to enjoy, kids and teenagers or anyone of any age to really enjoy. They've got like, she suggests like Luigi's Mansion, single and multiplayer that you can use. That's a fun game to play. I've played that one before. That's a good one, Luigi's Mansion. Goosebumps is another cool game that you can check out. They have it available for Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. So this is a nice little blog list here, a little library blog brought to you by the Fox River Valley Public Library District. So it does tell you just some suggestions on some cool games to play. Oh, they have Little Nightmares. Now that deserves a ring of the bell. I love the Little Nightmares game series. Huge fan of those. Definitely creepy vibes. It's rated T for teens. It is quite a creepy story for sure. The visual aspect of Little Nightmares, now I'm going on a tangent about Little Nightmares and how great it is. It is such a cool story. Let me tell you here. The character 6, and of course the other weirdo monsters in this game too, are quite unique and creepy for sure. Enemies often do try to grab the character. There's Corrupted Chef, of course. There's a lot of other characters. Little Nightmares 2 is another one. I know they recently came out with a third one as well too. They've got Littlest Nightmares, which is specifically for Nintendo, maybe, I think. I can't quite remember. But they've got a couple different games. It's a fun one. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. If you've never played it before, I highly recommend it. It's creepy, it's whimsical, it's gothic. You've got all of that mixture in there. It's just totally my style. They've got a little list of some other ones there too that you can check out. So that was a cute little blog I thought was a library blog that was posted onto Fox Valley Magazine, giving you some good suggestions on some cool games to play during the Halloween season. Now, if you did miss out on this event, this was the Gardening Can Be Murder, which was on Monday, the 21st. You can find it on YouTube. So they do have the video available on youtube.com. You'll be able to find that there. If you would like to take a look at it, they do have the live stream that you can check out for yourself. Does go into a little detail, of course, on some great stories and why a lot of these authors who wrote murder mysteries were kind of inspired by gardening. Very interesting. So if you want to check that out, that's on YouTube. You can find it on youtube.com. Gardening Can Be Murder, posted onto Fox River Valley Public Library District's YouTube channel. So very cool. Also coming up here too, and I think that this is really cute as well. They have actually starting now, it's been going until until November 1st is their Tiny Art Show. Now this is at the Randall Oaks Library, and this is a cute little art show. They've got it, a Halloween edition, and it came out already on October 2nd, but it's still going on now, and that's going to be going on until November 1st is where it's going to be on display. Now, this is a program geared towards kids in kindergarten through 8th grade, and they're giving simple guidelines. Need to be created PG-rated Halloween-inspired artwork on 4x4 canvases. And if you take a look at some of the artworks too, they're cute and creative. Nice little fun things like that. Little artwork displays. Whether it's a simple pumpkin or a simple ghoul or maybe a haunted house, they've got it there. And after finishing the painting on their canvas, some of the kids wanted to actually paint further, and they decided to paint on extra paper plates and turn those in as well too. So that's awesome when you have an event like this and the kids get inspired to just continue to do it even more. That's really, really cool. So overall, their tiny art show is tiny, but pretty cool nonetheless. So if you want to check it out, that's located in person at the Randall Oaks Library through the month of October, ending November 1st. So cute little art display there, little things like that, that's posted on their library blog that you can find under New and Noteworthy under their website, frvpld.info is where you can find that. So you got some good stuff there that were posted. Feel free to check out all that information listed on their website. Don't forget, you can also check out other pages as well, like exploreelginarea.com. Check out everything that is offered within the Fox River Valley, within around the Elgin area. Of course, there's also other sources out there too, Facebook pages and more that you can view. Check out everything that's going to be coming up here. There's the promotion for the Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat performances, which is already coming up tomorrow here. And they are celebrating its 50th anniversary as well too. That was back in 2018 that they celebrated their 50th anniversary. So they've been around for a while here. Very, very cool. We had Regan on, who's a costume manager, had her on here a little bit earlier on the show, and it was a very good time. So if you want to check out more information on the different events happening locally, you can check out exploreelginarea.com. That's exploreelginarea.com for more information. This does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you are having a good Thursday afternoon. The sun is shining. It's beautiful sunny skies, nice cooler temperatures out today. So go on outside and enjoy the weather while you can. Stay tuned for more local programming coming up here in just a bit. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day.